Let's wrap up today with APAC. Man, we're watching a ton of TFT today. Watching infinite TFT today. Today we'll watch APAC, and then tomorrow I'll watch EMEA, and then we'll do my pick'ems. Tomorrow we'll do my tier list. Tomorrow we'll do pick'ems, and on Thursday I'm not gonna stream because I'm gonna get ready for the World Finals.
Cái trò chơi này trở nên thú vị hơn rất nhiều. Tuyệt vời quá. Và một cái game 1 rất nóng trong ngày thi đấu chung kết khi chúng ta khởi đầu với một vùng đất đó là tổ đội lăng kính. Và tổ đội lăng kính này thì sẽ có những điều điên rồ gì được diễn ra hay không? Hãy cùng tập trung vào màn hình của EB1, người chơi Việt Nam đầu tiên xin lỗi duy nhất.
All right, here we go. This is APAC Golden Spatula Top 8 Final Lobby Game 1 of X. What portal was this again? I missed it. Let me rewind real quick. Oh, it's in Vietnamese. Can anyone read Vietnamese in my chat and tell me what portal was? I think it's game 1 of... I think they have the same format as 6 games. I feel like this set had a lot of tools to be great, but fell short in execution. I think that's exactly my summary, the summary of my thoughts as well. Okay, this portal is To Doi Lang King. I'm reading it in English phonetically. TODOILANGKINH. Is that what is that?
Với một cái nếu như mà một cái thú tự thể thao kết sớm này thì bên cạnh bài đấu can trường thì ta vẫn còn có thể nghĩ đến bài đấu Black Myth Wukong được. Rất nhiều những
Type into Google Translate. Yeah, maybe actually. Hold on a second. Translate that Google. It means the bridge. Oh, prism. It stands for I wait prism.
Tớ đợi lăng kính.
Prismatic Party. Stands for Prismatic Party, guys. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we got Prismatic ticket. This is YBY1. YBY1 is the is one of the strongest APAC players, also from Vietnam. He also has won the box boot camp. Or actually, has he won? I think he was like him and Setsuga were dueling a lot for it. Are there no NA players or casters at Worlds? No, there are NA players, but we're watching APAC. Watching APAC, man. Bottom left corner shows APAC Golden Spatula. Well, I'm trying to catch up on all the finals of each region. It's always weird for me to see SCSC. He was a world champion in Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm, wow. You know, there's still people who play Heroes of the Storm. There's still Heroes of the Storm tournaments. Something came across my Reddit timeline the other day where some fans made a PowerPoint slide, and they made like a 65-page PowerPoint slide to Blizzard to talk about like what they want from Heroes of the Storm, which was I think already like okay, like I don't know if you're gonna get what you want. It was so many pages. It was like a list of demands of what they want from Blizzard to like revive Heroes of the Storm, and it had everything from like marketing to community engagement to monetization to game design and balance. It was a huge thing. But on slide like 2, the first thing that it talks is about demanding an apology, which was mind-blowing to me. Like on page 2, the first thing they say is, "We demand an apology for the way you treated us." It was like, what? That's what you're gonna lead with? So step 1 to make Heroes of the Storm a successful game product again, apologize. I feel like I need to bring this up. I swear I'm not making this shit up. So someone needs to back me up here. Does anybody from the house community know what I'm talking about? I wish I could like bring it up, but it was like, oh my god, way to have something like so much work, because like it's clearly the thing took a lot of time, because it was like, it wasn't just a PowerPoint slide of just text. It was like graphically designed and organized and everything. And on page 2, the person's just gonna throw it away.
Người chơi đa hệ rất là nhiều tộc hệ COD2 vẫn để thua trước bài đấu với 4 thợ săn của ai đó mà tôi không nhớ, nhưng thợ săn để mà nói thì vẫn là một bài đấu.
Yeah, I want to see this. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Or actually, I'm gonna sort by controversial. Because sometimes when you sort by controversial, you can find some stuff. I can't actually find it though. Let me see, top post of the past month. Christopher Fish, thank you for the 5 months. Somebody should know what I'm talking about, though. I mean, I guess maybe there's no one here who actually plays Heroes of the Storm still. Anyways, if I find it, I'll bring it up for you guys. It's actually quite a trip. Okay, this is Ari. We have Spark and we have Sunfire slammed immediately, and this is a pretty good setup here. Is this guy? Is the VN broadcast only focused on YBY? Let me see. Because I want to see other POVs. It might be because this is the VN broadcast. Asia Pacific. Let me see if the other Twitch stream, there's a Taiwan, because Taiwan might be more impartial, which I appreciate. They did not stream. Oh, there was no broadcast. Oh, match. Wait, so did only APAC actually do, or did only VN do this? What about Korea? TFT Korea. Ah, okay. Okay, I think we got the Korean stream for this game. So after Krugs, we'll swap over. Let me give me a sec here. Oh, it's in English. Oh, perfect. Okay. Sorry, it's a little rough to start things off. I should have edited this beforehand. My bad. But they actually switched POVs, which is good. Okay, so I pause this. This is a Korean feed. And also we get to hear Korean hype. You guys know I love Korean commentator hype. Just to feed off their energy. 일단은 넣을 거를 또 나중에 빼줄 거 생각을 해야겠죠. 제가 자주 그래요. 스택 타고 넣었다가 이상하게 빼더라고요 아이템을. 그렇죠. 이제 스택. I wonder how many people under 20 years old play Blizzard games. Like it's mostly people that grew up with it and love the universe. Yeah, that is true. I think most people have like a lot of nostalgia for Blizzard, but new Blizzard's very different. Very, very, very different. Okay, so this is YBY. We go to YBY's POV, but yeah, he's doing the roll down, which makes sense. But at least they're impartial. They're not gonna just like focus purely on YBY's spot. Prismatic tickets. RE2. Is Bintam in the sets? No, Bintam didn't qualify. The top Korean players in this lobby are SC, former StarCraft pro gamer and former world champion from Heroes of the Storm, and MSJ Panda. Panda's made it to multiple worlds before. Sugarcraft Crown from Balmyong. Oh, Balmyong's also Korean, I think. No, is he Korean? I think Balmyong's Korean.
쳐서 아리선까지 찍었기 때문에 승리를 가져갔고요.
네, 그리고 두 번째 진강 역시 플래티넘.
I would take Blossoming Lotus here if I was YBY.
발명 선수도 프리즘이 중요하고
He could also consider Bastion Crown.
정말 중요하죠.
Ooh, what the Forge? Is what the Forge like insane in RE? If you get DFG Manazane,
한 상황도 보긴 했거든요.
그렇죠.
Wandering Trainer, Giant and Mighty, Warrior, Preserver, Vanguard.
만들었기 때문에 어느 정도 그 행까지 생각을 하고 있고 딜
Kinda open-ended.
연꽃으로 조금 더
They're watching YBY roll
아이템을
again.
집단체로 치명타로 채워주고 있습니다.
그리고 YBY
Now we can't hate watch Bintum.
선수를 과감하게 투자해주면서 뽀삐 3점은
Yeah, but like, you don't want to. I feel like that's a good thing because
이제부터 이기면서 가기 위해서
sometimes the hate watching gets exhausting, you know.
그리고 상대는 타이틀.
I mean, not if you're a true hate watcher. If you're a true hate watcher, you have energy every day of the week you wake up. But, but no one should actually hate watching Bintum. Also, Bintum has declared peace. He said NA was. He says that he thinks NA is good. Like he's officially like, he unlike Blizzard for Heroes of the Storm, Bintum apologized. So we're cool now. Bintum and North America are cool.
맞습니다. 유물의 힘으로 방금 교신도 승리했던 모습이었고요. 어느새 발명의 달콤술사 스택은
Sugarcraft Crown.
올라가 있습니다.
Are the stats on Sugarcraft Crown still really good? Are the stats on Sugarcraft Crown still really good?
또 저희가 항상 기대하는 케이크까지 갈지가
네.
정말 기대가 됩니다.
Yeah.
사실 뭐 지금 대기석에 여신의 눈물도 하나 있고 빠르게 나와주기만 하면 정말 기분 좋게 쓸 수 있을 것 같은데요.
하나의 점이라고 한다면 어쨌든 초밥 순위.
So I was updating title here. When at the very beginning of the patch, it was like Sugarcraft Crown was like the best prismatic in the game or best augment in the game. It's worse now. It's definitely a lot worse. But it's still pretty good.
그러면은 같이 가지자. 서로 같이 가질 수 있잖아요.
Blizzard's problem is that we live in capitalism. They went to IPO. They care more about stock value. Oh yeah, I mean that's a Bobby Kotick difference.
그렇죠. 아라이의 선수도 필요한 챔피언이
Oh, they're getting so hyped. 2 buried treasures. Roll the dice. 2 giant and mighties.
그렇죠. 지금 시점을 기점으로 이제
Sorry about my graphic covering a lot of the augments.
기물들을 찾아주면은 또 연승으로 또 갈 수 있겠고요.
그렇습니다. 그리고 마지막 판다 선수의 선택까지 끝이 나면서 이렇게 두 번째 공동 선택 마무리됐습니다.
I can actually move to the bottom right.
유일하게 연승을 달리고 있습니다.
They do cams at all.
보물 아이템에다가 그렇죠. 칠레까지 달려주고.
Also, is it me or does the game like look different color wise? It's like
뒤집게 소모 안 하고 그냥
the contrast is like darker.
이제 굳이 어차피 챔피언 이성작이 되는 것도 아니고 크게 덱파워에서 문제가 없으면은 굳이 자석 제거기를 또 아껴서 뭐 3-6에도 쓸 수도 있죠.
맞습니다. 근데 아이언봉 선수는 계속해서 이기고 가고.
How much memory does this game have? How much memory?
싱그라도 4마리기도 하고 어떻게 보면은
I mean, like, how much does it take on your PC? Like, League client in general can run on a toaster, man.
꽤 좋습니다. 부지기까지 있고요.
Part of what makes League of Legends so popular is that anybody can play it. I'm pretty sure you could probably literally play it you could probably play it on like an iPod from like the 2010s. If you like work a way around it, it's pretty low.
이상한 금요일을 선택했던 선수들이 또 이제 두 번째
Low lift.
3일체를 받아들고 있고 띵땡은 또 다른 유물 아이템.
This guy took Living Forge, hoping for a Cassidon item. I think RFC is actually quite good for Cassidon, but you're supposed to build him differently. I think you're supposed to build like RFC Rageblade plus Titans or something like that. And he doesn't have anything close to that. Oh, he already has Zonias. I mean, his Cassidon items can be kind of insane here, right? Like Portable 4. Oh my god. This guy's setup is really, really good. Did you do the learning article? Yeah, I just finished it, Raptor. Alright. You missed it. You missed it.
아이템도 자석 제거기 한 번 더 써주면서 이제 차오 올라프라든지 피오라 아이템을 준비하고 있고요.
일단 그 외에 피바라기가 좀 빨리 완성이 되면 좋겠어요.
어떻게 보면은 가장
Why does one caster speak so fast? Well, Koreans in general speak very fast, but also I'm playing it at 1.25.
이거는 지금 뽀삐 삼성이 빨리 붙어준 걸 제외하면은 리롤이 굉장히 안 도와주는데요.
그렇죠. 방금 전에 봤을 때 아리가 4장이었는데 6장으로 되고.
릴리아 삼성은 확보가 됐고요.
Okay.
좀 빨리 쳐주면서 리롤을 치고.
YY roll in for RE3. Oh my gosh, he's so far ahead of the curve.
그래도 앞라인 방금
You know, Ari's become kind of a win out comp now. Usually Ari's basically like you lose in the early mid game unless you're high rolling like your items, and then you hit everything and you just like win out. Ari's becoming more and more of a win out comp. Titans BT Sugarcraft Swain 2 6 Sugarcraft Buried Treasure Sugarcraft. My god, Baomyang spot has so much potential. Needs to hit Gwen too though. He's level 8. Needs to win these fights. Oh, Swain is kind of tanky. What does A Sugarcraft do? Nothing. There's no such thing as A Sugarcraft. Baomyang probably Radiant Refractor out of any of these, or because I mean Radiant Refractor only gives you one component. Anvil. I wonder if he wants to take Blossoming Lotus. The thing is, you already have JG. This one's actually tough. I don't think that highly of Radiant Refractor because you kind of get one anyways. Oh, a Frost Crown. Yikes. Well, what the Forge? Title took what the Forge? Oh, he has Gwen too. He has Manazane. DFG. I think it's DFG here. DFG Manazane. I'm surprised he's taking so long to think about it. I feel like it's fairly obvious to me. He probably wasn't thinking about it because he was doing like repositioning and like all that stuff, like itemizing other units first. So he probably was thinking about it, like making sure he didn't take the wrong option. Baomyang needs Gwen 2. If he doesn't hit Gwen 2, might be dead. Taking Zareth. Oh, Gwen pair. Okay. Ooh, RE3. But YB has no RE items. We do have Giant Guardian Blossoming Lotus. Never mind. I think Baomyang is 8th. Unfortunately. I don't think this is a good Sugarcraft setup. All right. 2 calls to chaos. The player that I'm looking for is Ironbog. This guy is global rank 1. If you guys have been following my streams the past week during scrims leading up to regionals, Ironbog was starting to get a little bit of attention because not only is he global rank 1, but he also doesn't really play that much reroll. At least he wasn't on ladder. He might be playing ladder reroll now. Be like head over to his profile or head over to his game. SCSC got 64 experience. We actually pushed levels to 8, which is not good because he was trying to roll for Cassid in 3. So he went. So his call to chaos actually is quite bad. I mean, it's a lot of gold, but he doesn't want that one. Gwen 2 for Baomyang. 6 Hunter, Wukong, Fishbones, Cog. Okay. I mean, Panda has a lot of HP to give and a lot of gold. A-Ray is... What? What was that cutscene? What? Anything exciting in those games? Which games? In China? China plays very, very differently. Their entire finals today was... I felt like they were playing a different patch. It was like a 4-cost patch. There was only like 2 to 3 reroll players per lobby, and they were playing some woke stuff. So either they're really behind in the meta, or they're gonna clear us at Worlds, or they're gonna change their meta read like pocket meta. Who qualified from CN? We had Kwanmei, set by world champion, 62nd. Chuchi. We have Ningli and RY, who are good, who are top worlds finishers from set 10, set 11, set 11. A handful of pretty good ones. HN's a dad. He won regionals and he's also a dad. So if you guys are fellow old people like me, you want HN to do well because he represents dad gamers. Okay, TK2 is really big actually, but I'm still feeling I'm just not. I'm looking at this board. It doesn't look that good. Warmogs. Warmogs on who? Oh god, he put on his bard. You're gonna remove it later. Oh, Gwen! Ah, Soraka! Okay, for life. Silverclaw, Dan, thank you for the 5 months. I'm a dad and I'm not old. I'm 21. Good for you, man. Good for you. Oh, title at 1 HP. Oh, wow. What the Forge? Karma? 6 Witchcraft? 6 Witchcraft is... double Light Shield Crest. Oh, wow. That was not very good result. Wow. Gwen. And YBY looks like he is clearing. Sag. I think the bottom 3 players were all Preserver, like warrior players. I think Karma Gwen Fiora went 6, 7, 8. You guys. Oh god. That's not good. Oh, you played Hui? Oh, okay. I thought I said Preservers. Oh, okay. Never mind. 6 with Sugar? Yeah, but they wanted to play Fiora Gwen. I'm saying like variations of the comp. 6 Sugar is a variation of warriors. Also, SESC got totally screwed by Call to Chaos. Call to Chaos gave him... Call to Chaos went for level 6 to level 8. He just got screwed. So this is probably a fine to... Like, fine in the sense that if you were to get screwed by Call to Chaos, it is what it is. These guys are going to get cleared with this read on the minute. Listen, Prismatic Party is actually a portal you can play the Warrior Preserver stuff because Title got What the Forge. That I think is What the Forge setup wasn't that good, and he played 6 Witchcraft, which is not that strong of a trait without the emblem. So like he actually just generally put himself in a tough position, and he needed something to bail him out, like the What the Forge, and he didn't unfortunately hit the Exodia. For multi-strikers, these are all kind of bad. You usually can probably play like a Spectral Cutlass, but Spectral Cutlass Hecarim, okay. Oh, but the Olaf just turns around. Oh, I mean it's fine. This is probably just a 5th, right? Hold on, cast it in the back line. Oh, cast it in your area. Oh. I have a question. I think you saying Ilya is a nobody motivated him to go to Worlds. Yeah, I mean, I'm a world-class coach for a reason. Don't you forget it. Part of being a good coach is knowing how to motivate people. Call the Chaos into... Did he get triple Hull Crusher? Where are these 2 dupes from? Huh? Why are 2 people streaking with 62 and 87 HP?
보지 않을까라는 생각 드네요.
Mage Syndra. Okay, so APAC plays Syndra and are win streaking / winning the game with it. And then China plays Syndra and we don't play Syndra?
둘이 한번 붙어보고 있고 먼저 승리를 하는 건 아이언보그였습니다.
So Ironbog also pushed tempo, by the way, with his Syndra. He didn't reroll. So we talked about how Ironbog doesn't prefer to reroll. It's not that he won't reroll, it's just that he just generally prefers not to. And he's level 8 Syndra with 2 duplicators. He's like trying to see if he wants to use the duplicators on Karma, Nora, or Syndra. So he's gonna roll on. Oh, he's at 9. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow, how did we end up here? Wild. Radiant Pandora's into Syndra. Okay, so this could probably be. Oh, is he gonna go Vex 3? That'll be interesting. Large Golem. I mean, I would take this. Yeah, I'll take that. So he's double Hulk. Okay, so he's removing double Hulk Crusher on Tom Kench instead. This is 6 Hunter with just Jinx too, and he pushed tempo. This is good. He might not get second if YBY is the strongest player in the lobby. But this is a good result for Mauled. Also, his username is just Mauled. Nora 2. So now I can use the duplicators on Syndra. That's so funny. Of all things that he ended up using it on, he just should have used it on Syndra because he hit Nora 2. Also, are items on Nami 2 better than Nora 2? I mean, he doesn't get a choice because he uses remover already, but that's something I'm thinking about. Okay, RE3. Oh, that CC. Oh wait, we still have Zonia's. Oh my gosh. I think YBY is stronger if the fight played out a tiny bit differently and wins. I do think YBY can win in the game. The Syndra is too strong. Looks like Syndra's gonna win. Nami's CC is better than Nora, but Nora does a lot of damage. I guess it's like he doesn't have a lot of AP for Nora. If he had like Death Cap or something, I think Nora's better. But I guess for the utility, it could be Nami. I could see that. But he should be clearing Mauled, who's stuck on 2-star hunters. 87 HP victory with Syndra. My god. Ironbog. Giga Chad. Does NA suck? How come we don't play Syndra? How come we're making fun of Syndra players? Why are NA players when they asked me what the tech is this morning, I said, "Are you playing Syndra?" And then they said, "Well, yeah, we watch people play and we laugh at them." Why is that happening? Amber says, "I play Syndra." Yeah, well, you're a beast.
일단은 고점이 좀 역대급으로 높게 세팅될 수 있었던 프리즘 연애판이었다 보니까 여러 가지 장면들이
Mauled. This guy looks like he mauled. Also, he's playing with a pillow on his lap. I love that. That's very TFT. His coping pillow. All right.
일단 지금 월드 챔피언십으로 가는 티켓들이 많이 걸려 있잖아요.
어떻게 이 정말 한 고비인데 이 한 고비를 넘기고 싶은데 그게 안 되면은 선수 입장에서 너무나도 아쉽죠.
일단 두개 차원문으로
I'm Takua. Thank you for the prime.
증강체가 나옵니다. 이거를 선수들이 인지를 하면서
Thank you for the prime.
까먹지 않겠죠?
아이 절대 안 까먹죠 선수.
All right.
그럼요.
어쨌든 마지막 증강을 프리즘을 확정한 상태에서 좀 시작하게 되는 오늘의 두 번째 매치입니다.
역시 차원문도 소노도가 오늘도 똑같은 게
Final lobby.
지원 아이템은 여전히 인기가 없다. 너무나도 이제
Oh wait, I missed the portal.
선수들이
Did we see what portal was?
있는 상황에서
Prismatic finale. Okay.
예를 들어 뭐 보물 상자 냅다 갑자기 첫 라운드에 뜨면은 처음에 어떻게 보면 아이템을 공짜로 몇 개를 가져가면서 이 스타트
All right.
그런 차이가 프리즌과 같은 느낌이라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
그리고 이전 매치 1위를 기록했던 아이언보그 선수의 필드가 나오고 있습니다.
Okay, so
자, 일단 요주
Ari,
릴리아랑 뽀삐랑
Ari, Hunters, and Syndra.
모르겠죠.
네, 방금 경기에도 이제 와이파이 선수가 또 자연스럽게
I think I'm gonna move up Syndra
그렇죠.
on the
선수들이
tier list
어떻게 보면은
today.
눈치를 보고 그 상황에서
And then tomorrow the patch is gonna change things. So yeah, someone asked me. I forgot to answer them, but someone was asking me during the Dev Learnings article, are we gonna update the tier list for the patch? And the answer is yes. What do you think? TFT Academy wouldn't be the #1 site if it didn't. But unfortunately, for all the TFT Academy hate watchers, we're gonna be updating the website again and still being the most correct again. Sweet Tooth long distance pals mentorship. Fortune favors the bold. He's thinking about Sweet Tooth. He has some honey units, right? He also has a belt. You could reforge vest, and if you hit rod, it's archangels. If you hit belt, it's warmogs. If it's cloak or sword, you can play around the other things. Oh wait, Panda. Panda has Kog'Maw too. Who is winning worlds? Well, Pick'em's open tomorrow, I believe. I'm gonna be filling it out tomorrow, so you're just gonna have to find out, Wii Gamer. Come by the stream tomorrow. My last stream before Worlds.
끝까지 고민을 하면서 뭐 20원이자를 갈지 좀 고민하는 것 같은데 그렇죠. 깔끔하게 20원이자 오히려 3총사로 골드를 빠르게 벌었다고 보시면 되겠네요.
맞습니다. 그리고 아이언보그 선수는 이번에는 반짝이는 것들.
We need a guide on how to use tactics.tools.
아이언보그 선수의 어떻게 보면 오늘 또 두 번째 어쨌든
The thing about that is that's not a very popular video that I would make. I mean, you know who actually has a video on that? Robin Songs. He already has a video on that. If you're asking for me to make a guide on how to use data websites, I would say you don't even really need data sites a guide on it. You just have to learn how to read it, like a very basic version of it. I mean, maybe I could, but like there's so many people on my YouTube channel that don't even care about that stuff. They just want to see the cool comps. Like not everyone is interested in like reading spreadsheets.
저희가 이제 한 번에 증강체가 확인 가능한 게 아니다 보니까 뭐 나온 챔피언에서 조이도 나와 있고 카시도 나와 있고 코피도 나와 있으면은 많은 상징을 걸을 이유가 없죠. 네.
Where is the set 13 tier list LMAO?
맞습니다. 21골드가 2연패죠.
띵땡 선수가 방금 판에 이제 아리랑 내셔까지 보였는데
We got Kog'Maw and we got Nunu, so we can play Honeymancy right now.
어쨌든 3총사가 생각보다 주는 골드가 초반에 급격히 많기 때문에
Is there like a countdown to when World starts?
편한 상황이 충분히 연출될 수 있습니다.
맞습니다. 저희가 일단 마지막
Man, you're right. I should have included one. I should have concluded one today on my stream.
끌고 나가기에는 약간 알맞은 상황이 아니었고요.
아라의 선수 일단은 별들의 탄생이고
별들의 탄생인데 이코 이성이 없고 근데 이코가 무려 4개나 현재 가지고 있습니다.
예.
We have JG Syndra, so he has no mana. The problem with Syndra is you kind of need a mana source. Syndra isn't really gated by her power. She's gated by how many casts you can get out.
맞습니다. 이 싸움까지 끝이 나면서 이제 첫 번째 공동 선택. 오! 프라이팬이
Pan?
등장하는데요?
자, 이게 일단 변수의 하나.
Okay. And Pan. Pan.
아, 이게 아이언버그 선수가
Imagine if TFT made an anime about a nerdy TFT player gets a girlfriend and they have a bunch of spooky extraterrestrial experiences. It'd be called Pan. Who's your bet to go dead last at Worlds? EU. Someone from EU. We need an anime about soju. I mean, I don't even understand what the anime would even be about. I mean, Soju is kind of an anime character, right? Anyways, like why are anime characters always just yelling? Like everything at the top of their lungs, always.
두 매치 연속 나오고 있습니다.
그래서 긍정적이라면은 어쨌든 판다 선수는 꿀바 친구들 덕분에 무조건 이건 어필을 100%입니다. 상대방이 오면은 상대방이 약간 어떻게 보면 시비를 거는 느낌이고요. 거기다가 연승을 이어나가고 있기 때문에 조금 더 괜찮은 상황이라고 볼 수 있겠죠.
Baker anime. We have World's music videos. Isn't that good enough for you guys? Oh, Varus.
난 그래도 아이템 자체가
Can you just make 20 gold?
스승을 활용해서
Also, we have Stars Are Born, and he still has yet to find the Syndra.
되느냐 안 되느냐가 좀 중요할 것 같고요. 판다 선수
Okay, so I gotta say something. These are the spots that make Syndra look kind of sus, because I don't think this is a good Syndra spot. Even though it seems like he's angling for. I think without a mana item, yes, he has Syndra pair, but like it's not about the speed. It's not just about the speed of his Syndra 3. It's also about your items. So the issue that I think A-Ray is going to run into is that, let's say optimistically he even hits Syndra 3 quickly, I think he's still going to struggle. Unless he has a really good augment on 3-2. I don't dislike the setup if he has a single tier. But starting off with JG as my first item, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And you know how I know this is because I go 8th trying this stuff out all the time. Like because I'm like, okay, can you do this? And then chat just types ha. I can't stick to co-streaming unk, right? They flame me, but it's like I learned all this shit ahead of time.
돈을 그렇게 많이 쓰는데 이걸 또 리롤 골드로 투자한다. 제 입장에서 사실 흥미로운 선택인 것 같아요.
그쵸. 아무래도 근데 처음에 이제
Like learn from the previous generation, right? Isn't that what we try to do as the older citizens?
띵땡 선수. 확실히 기물들은
My job is to pass information and knowledge to the next generation. That's like what I do.
듯한 그림이죠.
Don't be like Frodan. Learn from his mistakes.
넣어서 이제 아리의 블루도 준비할 것 같고요.
네.
Now everyone's calling me unk
리롤을 좀 돌려줬던 모습이었습니다.
33원까지 딱 리롤 굴리면은 50원.
as if I wasn't already your daddy.
적절하게 또 무조건 이제 사렙에 리롤 쳐서
Don't get it twisted, guys.
아리 삼성이 힘들기 때문에
We're the Fro daddies, and we're not any unk. Robin's the uncle.
쪽 빌드업이 기물들이 좀 빨리 갖춰지면서 깔끔하게 되고 있는 상황이었거든요.
그렇죠. 블루의 활용 방도가 뇸뇸이 있는 게 조금 아쉬웠는데 후회가.
By the way, do you guys remember that Riot Games used to? They actually did an animation for Worlds. They did a Worlds anime hype video, and they made replay Caucasian. It was for set 9 Worlds, and it was like all the players fighting to get on top, and replay was sitting on the throne because he was the world champion, and he was like a white dude. I don't even understand who approved that, because the thing is, like, it takes multiple layers of approval for that video to hit social media. Wait, what? All of a sudden he has Shojin now? Okay. Okay, the spot all of a sudden got way better. Spot improved dramatically, and he has eternal growth. Okay. Alright, A-Ray, I see you. That is, all of a sudden I turn around, he has Bis Syndra. Actually, I think Bis Syndra is Archangel instead of JG. But JG is perfectly fine. Wow. Okay. I need a link. Let me see if I can find it. I'll Google it. 20 seconds or less challenge from TFT Reforge Championship. Ah, wow. First search. Okay, we gotta pause this, guys, to watch this real quick. Watch the Masters of Adventure go on a final race through the realms at the Runeterra Reforged Championship. All right, some dude running in purples, some dude running in yellow. The boldest meta pioneers. And this is when we didn't merge the regions. OC, Brazil, EMEA, NA, KR, CN, JP. Wait, I think that's Tech Summers, actually. Is that Tech Summers? they actually put Tech Summers in the video. Wait, who is this from NA? Oh, is this Rainplosion? Might have been Rainplosion. In a race to conquer Runeterra Reforged. They put in crowd cheers. And to take home the gold. It's replay. What? This is not him at all, man. Hold on one second. Replay TFT. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool that they made one of this, but replay was just a Caucasian dude.
그리고 말드 선수는 겨울이 다가온다.
그러면은 어찌 됐든 판다 선수가 너무나도 호구적으로 어필을 세게 하고 있기 때문에 들어가면은 애초에 그게 죽는 행동이 될 수가 있기 때문에.
They all have white faces. Yeah, maybe they ran out of it. Maybe they hired the animation team from Blue Lock season 2. They just ran out of budget, guys.
선수들끼리 어떻게 보면 이런 게 약간 라이벌 구도가 만들어진다는 게 서로 간의 덱도 살짝 비슷하고 누가 더 높은 등수를 기록하냐가 좀 크게 포인트가 되고 있습니다.
맞습니다. 그리고 발명 선수는 승리를 위한 회전을 좀 선택하면서 50에게 피바라기까지 쥐어줬습니다.
Title has Witchcraft Emblem and Potions. Trade Tracker for Ironbog.
근데 발명 선수 아쉬운 건 3총사로 좀 50 많이 좀 나오고 아껴놨더라면은 50이 또 개수가 많았을 텐데.
Are they not all colored that way? Yeah, they're kind of, but it feels like one small detail like that ends up derailing a lot of the video, but it was funny. Also, what's going on with these portals? They're like phasing in and out. Wukong too.
그렇다고 이제 또 없는 게 아니라서 마지막 증가의 프리즘이 확정이니까요.
거기서 또
타이틀
선수라든지
제일 무서워요 지금.
Yeah, what's with these portals, man? What's going on here? Is that a set 13 spoiler? Whoa.
아직까지는 특성 추적자가 터지진 않고 있습니다.
Glitched portals. Actually, we already did that. Set 8 was glitched out, right? Everything was glitching. Who's the guest on the world's co-stream this weekend? What if I said nobody? It was just me. Would you still show up? Am I not enough? Got glove. We could probably just reforge his glove. I don't think you really wanted the second glove for anything. Usually the second glove ends up going for like a guard breaker. No, that's goated. Yeah, that's right. It just turns into... everyone says you're the Cadril of TFT. Cadril doesn't share the spotlight with nobody. It's just me sitting in my chair and making monkey noises. 6 hours a day, every day.
순전히 본인의 돈으로 치고 있는 거거든요.
어떻게 보면은 그만큼의 전투 중앙체로 덱파워를 강화시킬 수 있지만 그게 치환이 안 된다면은 너무나도 어려운 상황이 될 수 있고요.
그래도 이번 교전에서 승리하면서 3연승째 좀 이어가고 있었던 띵띵이었습니다. 그리고 판다 선수 계속해서 좀 연승을 이어가고 있었는데 드디어 그 불이 꺼졌네요.
진짜 한 라운드만 더 연승을 해서.
Okay, so we end up polymorphing into a Katarina. Full cell.
바로 이제 깔끔하게 50 쪽으로 전환하고 있습니다.
오, 올라프도 여기서 찾아와주네요.
이거 7렘 미러이 너무
Oh, 6 Wukongs.
50 이성 두 장째 수급.
살짝 기대한다면은 4-1의 50 삼성도 될지도 모르겠네요.
맞습니다.
Okay, so we have BT.
자벨 하나 아쉽지만
I would actually consider moving. Actually, would you go double BT? Is double BT balanced to win?
깊게 쳐봅니다.
You can go. Oh wow, this is actually a really interesting itemization situation because I think about Runins as well. So I think Runins. Oh, how about Runins, Gunblade, and then just make a defensive item on Wukong. Any thoughts on that? Yeah, I kind of want 3-item Jinx or 3-item Wukong. The thing is, you can't make 3-item Wukong and 3-item Jinx. Maybe. What does the sword become otherwise? Sword's best item usage is Gunblade, especially when you have Rageblade. So Rageblade, Gunblade, Runin sounds really good. And then you're left with like Vow plus play around Glove. You can also go Steadfast Heart, but it's a little bit of a weaker item. Let me actually look it real quick. Explorer, spin to win. Wukong. If you put like BT on him, how bad is the second BT? Just out of curiosity. Second BT is
Man, I'm getting
not
more
good.
dogged again.
What about like Vow versus Steadfast Heart? Both kind of bad. Never mind.
안 돼요.
아, 이게 상황이 더안
Ballsy Goose, thank you for 4 months.
참아주네요.
네, 이미 나쁜 그 기억이 당장 전판에 있었다 보니까.
Cadril is so crazy. How does one person get, without help, get 400,000 viewers? Well, part of it's like a snowball effect. There's a huge amount of them, of people who just click on the biggest stream. Oh my god. And then just say, okay, I want to watch League Worlds. We're watching Cadril. What's this guy all about? And they just kind of stay because the momentum and the hype. But you first, in order to get to that spot, oh, he cashes out trade track. In order to get to that spot, you have to build like a certain amount of credibility and momentum in the first place, which is what's impressive. This guy has Gammer's Blade and 0 gold. That's not the spot you want to be in with this. Ironbog went first last game. Might go 8th this game. He does have the Scholars and trying to see if he can find Rise and Milio. He did sell to 18. He's got a lot of items. Put Gunblade on him. Well, Stoneplay is apparently really good with BT as a second item. But with Wukong, craftables on spin to win, you pretty much just want Gargoyles, Warmogs, Redemption, Stairs Gauge, BT, Titans, things like that.
그렇죠. 올라프 한 장과 징크스 두 장만 있다면은 진짜 마치 공업용 스프링 같은 탄력을 받을 수 있습니다.
그럼 이번 판에 결국 이 발명 선수와 말드 선수와 판다 선수의 각자 어떻게
So he did go Stoneplay. So he... Oh, and he got the Runins off. I was like, how do you get a Runins? So he went double Rage Blade, Runins from the Hunter Crown. Okay, it worked out pretty nicely. And then he can go for like a Stairs Gauge on top. It worked out really, really nicely. And I think this logic makes sense. His augment is spin to win, and you want to itemize the tank, the unit first.
만족스러워 보이진 않는 상황이고요.
기점을 잡는다고 했을 때 4-1이라든지 4-1도 안 됐다면은 이제 돌아갈 수 없는 4-5에는 아리 삼성이 나와야 됩니다.
아, 그래 저희가 걱정이
It's even more crazy when you look at other co-streamers with like Soju's viewers.
왕관은 아니었습니다. 신병을 확보했네요.
그거는
What do you mean?
정말 일단 이번 판에 킥이 될 수 없습니다. 킹이 될 수 없는 진강체가
You're saying like the other league co-streamers, like I will dominate, or
굉장히 여유 있는 상황이잖아요. 이미
Meteos,
퀄리파이어 포인트로 지출이
LS?
확정된 상황이라서 타이틀 선수 같은 경우에는
하지만 또 이게 또 상금이 걸리다 보니까 뭐 선수들이 양보할 수 있는 게 아니잖아요.
그래서 뭔가 저희
7 Aries. Okay, that's 3-star Poppy.
커리어가 계속 늘어나면은
Okay, and we have RE3 looking good.
리롤들이 좀 풀리네요. 아리 삼성자까지 완료됩니다.
와, 말드 선수의 필드가
실설이 그리고
How bad is Hunter Spawn on Wukong? Not actually that bad, believe it or not.
물론 이제 베스트라고 한다면 뭐 서리 상승
I'm looking at the data right now. It's actually not that bad.
또 옥구 이성이 지금 당장에 나와 있다는 것 자체가 좀 부담스럽죠.
그러니까 9레벨이면 저희가 이해할 수 있어요. 근데 8레벨이잖아요.
이러면은
Look at this Smolder too,
띵땡 선수도 그래도
being an idiot, like usual.
저 안에 아리가 애교
Oh my god. Oh, looks like we win anyways.
세 장은 좀 쉽지 않았네요.
Smolder is the stupidest 5 cost
맞습니다.
ever designed in TFT. When I mean stupid, I mean like he just kills himself all the time by flying into the enemy.
완성까지는
I hate it.
더 필요합니다.
조금 부족하긴 하지만 그래도 일단은 코곰의 삼성에 풀템까지 집어 넣으면서 조금은 여유를 가져가는 모습이죠.
He's looking for. Oh, I was gonna say he's looking for a secondary damage source. Oh, it's 4-6. Okay, never mind. So he's gonna like hold out for more components on 4-7. Set 2 Singe. Okay, but the thing about Set 2 Singe was that he has way more survivability. He has better traits, and also he was tankier. So like he couldn't get CC'd. Oh my god. Smolder can get CC'd. He flies. He's fragile. But like you're totally dependent on him popping off, and he doesn't pop off. But you know what? When he's on the enemy team, he pops off. When he's on the enemy team, he suddenly becomes Chovy. When you're playing him, 2 mage emblems, 2 scholar emblems. Wow.
조합이 뭔가 이상한 게 어쨌든 요술 2개 들어가면서 3요술이 켜졌고 모르가나까지 나왔고 조금 뭔가 이상합니다. 조합이.
Tremors.
이게 평범한 이제 6학자라면은 8레벨
Okay, this is he gonna do what I think he does? He's gonna mage rise? Probably not. Probably not. You want actually 3 items on him. You mage Milio, aka Milio or Mamilio. I'm down. Gambler's Blade Milio. Okay, I mean that sounds interesting to me. Veg. I think adaptive makes sense here. Huh? I don't agree with this. I like adaptive a lot on Emilio here in a 6 scholar setup. Oh, I guess he's feeling like he doesn't have damage, so he wants to actually prioritize damage with his bard so he can duo carry.
뭔가 강력한 타이밍이 있었는데 슬슬 탄력을 잃어간 듯한 모습이죠. 체력이 14까지 줄어들었습니다.
이게 아라이 선수가 정말 잘한 게 3코어 챔피언
Okay, I can see it.
잘 기다리고 골드가 70, 80 골드가 있었는데
I think that's actually pretty heads up because he's thinking about like how he's on Rise 1, so if Rise dies and he has Milio, he doesn't actually have damage. Okay.
아이 발명 선수의 저 징크스 한 장과 올라프가 너무나도 아쉬울 것 같습니다.
거의 한 4-5라운드 지금 안 붙어주고 있는 것 같은데요.
It is Spark? It's 5-2. Where's he gonna get the rod from?
영향이 조금 있겠죠.
그렇습니다.
He's done with his components. He can't just save. You can't just save the cloak and be like, well, yeah, I'll get a rod on stage 6 carousel. You're at 22 HP.
너무나도 좋기 때문에 부담감을 느끼고 있습니다.
맞습니다. 그래도 신드라가 꽤나 오래 버티면서 딜을 넣어주고 있거든요.
저 제이스도 들어가고.
When's new set drop on PBE?
뒷라인이 좀 많이 남았습니다. 신드라로 정리하기
I think it's next Wednesday.
평타가
안 되네요.
아라이 정말 벼랑길.
문제는 띵땡도 같이 벼랑 끝에 몰려.
Wow, SCSC spot 5 Bastion stuck on 7.
조이도 삼성이 아니고 8렙 이게 어떻게 보면 릴보조를 했을 때 8렙을 가야 어떻게 보면 2학자와 6
So he has a 6 Bastion, but unfortunately stuck on 7. He's playing for placements. His Ari items, he also has the worst rate. Actually, wow, I just realized he did Masterwork upgrade onto JG, and that's the worst one on Ari. On Ari, you want Radiant Gunblade and then Radiant Blue buff. Ari, 3 items. 6 Bastion.
근데 앞라인이 버텨준 게 전제일 텐데 뽀삐가 많이 힘을 내줘야 될 것 같고 알이 잡혔어요.
When you're playing Ari with Radiant items, it's Radiant Gunblade by far, and then it's Radiant Blue buff by far. Like it's a gap, and then like Radiant JG. Like you'd rather have Radiant Red buff than Radiant JG because your win rate's higher. That's just. I mean, it's a sample size issue as well, but you just do not want Radiant JG. It's just not efficient with the stats. Oh wait, Ironbot can take the Scholar Emblem? Take out 10 portal. I'm filtering for 6 Bastion. You can't. How do you hit 10 portal with 6 Bastion? All right, I'll exclude 10 portal. We go from 67k to 67k.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Rocked. 463 days. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Thanks for the 11 months. Okay, he has Mage Scholar. How insane is this? Mage Scholar Morgana, Mage Scholar Tom Kench, Scholar Zillion. And he's still dead. Oof. Wait, maybe A-Ray's dead as well? Oh, wow. Ironbot gets a 5th from there? That's pretty good. That's really good. 2 placement swing. Yeah, with A-Ray's problem was that I don't think the Syndra setup is like very reliable. 6 Witchcraft. Rise. Looking good.
정말 조용하게 순박을 하고 있다는 게 참 이 선수 대단하네요.
방심하고 있으면은 뭐 덱 갖추면서
What did Mauled play? I missed it. Okay, potions with 6 Witchcraft is actually quite good. I know that sounds like pretty obvious, but they recently buffed 4 Witchcraft, and so it makes the curse never go away. It's actually kind of good.
발명 선수의 안 좋은 상황 어떻게 보면은 덱스쿼드 자체가 10분 동안 징크스 삼성을 제외하고는 업그레이드가 올라프 이성이 돼야 되는데 그거마저도 안 되고 있는 상황입니다.
Imagine losing to these re-rollers. Well, his entire board was 1-starred. Like I think losing to like your Tom Kench one is 1-starred, your Milio's 1-starred. I think he had a 1-star Zillion, 1-star Rise. Like
이게 조금만 더 빨리 찍혔으면은 HP를 12.
I think it's actually kind of bad if he won those fights. That would just mean that 6 scholars like so like he had 1-star Morgana. It just mean that 6 scholars so broken you don't even need to find upgrades on your board. The only thing he had upgraded was Bard 2.
징크스를 피해 주면서 해주는 배치가 중요한데 일단 다음 상대는 골스에서 판다 선수입니다.
맞습니다.
판다 선수의 어떻게 보면은 파워가 고점이 내려가.
Like I don't actually think this meta is that bad. I just think that I just wish that I wish a couple more 4 costs were viable. Like I think if Karma and Bears were slightly stronger.
아, 근데 좀 세게 때렸고요.
But they nerfed Karma and they nerfed Varus
그렇습니다.
and then buffed a bunch of reroll lines.
와, 이게 3코 삼성을 이렇게 진짜 어떻게 보면 깔끔하게 찍은 게 그 딜을 모으면서
예.
돈을 쓰지 않게 어떻게 보면 남들이 봤을 때는 50기, 60기, 70기를 하고 있는 게
But Frodan 4 cost should win every game ever. Yeah, and then you guys are gonna complain about the 4 cost lottery.
쌍코스 기분을 빼주고 있다 보니까
It's like, yeah, well, I didn't hit my 4 cost, so the game sucks.
발명 타이틀.
And it doesn't matter because I hit 5 cost 2-star and then
라인이 꽤 많긴 합니다. 라칸 이성과 타릭 이성.
근데 옛날 동화를 생각하면
the game's just all luck.
많이로 좀 잘 잡긴 했었거든요.
그렇죠. 활을 쏘면은 꼼짝을 못 하거든요.
이렇게요. 올라프가 하나 둘씩 잡으러 갑니다.
Wow.
탈락시키는 발명.
That Wukong still didn't die. Oh my god. He just takes so... How much damage does this guy take?
결승까지는 이어지기가 힘드네요.
맞습니다. 야, 첫 번째 매치
Ezreal 3, Hui 3. I actually think that Ezreal is the A tier comp, and I think Hui solo is the B tier comp. I don't know if you guys agree with me. I have to make a couple of changes to the tier list tonight, but there's a couple things I'm going to change about tonight's tier list. I know the patch is coming out tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure this is A and Ezreal Hui is A and this is B. I think that makes sense. Maybe Syndra stays B. I think Syndra stays B. But I think actually Ezreal stays B too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe nothing changes. It's like borderline. It's like A slash B. Warwick probably moves down. Warwick real is not the A tier. It looks good in the stats. It's a ladder crusher. But I think Ezreal Hui is good. Also, Title. Oh, Title died. I was like, dude, he has 8 witchcraft.
서로의 체력 상황을 봤을 때는 다음 교전에 따라서 바로 매치가 종료될 수도 있는 상황인데요.
I think Ezreal is B. Yeah, but I mean, expensive comps exist. Like the Bastion comps, the Shapeshifter comps, the Eldritch comp, Callista. They're all very expensive comps.
예. 소환이 된 게 뭘지.
일단은 그리고 용이 없어요.
예.
전판은 용이 있었지만 이번 판은 용이 없습니다.
But Hui solo, I'm out. But Ezreal Hui, I'm in.
노빅이 더 빠르죠. 와, 근데 모데카이더의 피통이 장난.
올라프도 꽤나 일찌감치 노출되고 있는데요.
자, 루난으로 터뜨려야 되는데 좀 시간이 걸립니다.
아, 모데카이더가 태산입니다. 결국엔 이번
All right.
선수 패배를 하게 되면서 두 번째
You're gonna look at this and you're not gonna be like Ezreal Hui is good. Also, the cutscenes I think are broken.
정말 완벽했지만 확실히
I think they're not working right now.
사실 와이베이 선수 같은 경우에도 아시아 퍼시픽 지역에서 가장 고평가를 받는 선수가 누군지를 꼽으라고 하면은
Okay, this is game. That was game 2, by the way. Sorry, I have it written wrong. So Ezreal gets the win there.
맞습니다. 어려운 상황이에요.
Ez is 2 times more expensive. So we should tier it down because it's too expensive. Even though people are hitting it pretty reliably. I don't agree with that. There's even more expensive comps. Do you actually think Ezreal 3 is more expensive? Ezreal 3 and Hui and Mord, which by the way, you don't have to always hit Hui 3 every single time, but it is helpful and kind of important for the win. You think it's more expensive than Smolder 2, Briar 2, level 9, or Zera 2, Milia 2, Diana 2, Bastion? Are you doubling down on that tangent?
선봉 밸류덱에 대한 어떤 숙련도를 보여줬기 때문에 굉장히 그쪽 부분에 대한 폼이 되게 좋아요.
그렇습니다. 아 그리고 저 오른쪽 가장 아래 있는
Don't be ridiculous.
좀 마녀 쪽에 대한 고점을 계속해서 의식하고 있는데
Don't be ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom very quickly, and then we'll go into game 3. Please tell me. Please remember which portal this is. Thank you.
다음 판에도 과연 똑같은 선택을 할지 좀 고민이 될 것 같습니다.
맞습니다.
뭐 타이틀 선수 입장에서 두 번째 경기에서 마지막 진강제에서 이제 마녀 왕관이 나오지 않았기 때문에 1등에 대한 설계가 좀 어긋난 부분이 있었지만 사실 저는 제가 이 자리에 없었지만
예.
이 경기 이제 계속해서 이제
보면서 왔으니까요.
네, 보면서 왔었는데요. 1경기에서 조련사에서 이제 마녀 상징이 나왔었잖아요.
네.
근데 그랬음에도 불구하고 사실 캐릭이분한테 들어가야 마녀 상징은 의미가 있는데 조련사에 있음에도 불구하고 6마녀를 좀 고집했던 거는 타이틀 선수가 살짝 그런 부분에서 너무 좀 약간 매몰되지 않았나 그런 생각도 들기도 하더라고요.
네. 사실 타이틀 선수의 사정을 뭐 다시 한번 또 말씀드리면은 이미 월드 챔피언십 진출 퀄리파이 포인트를 통해서 확정이 돼 있는 상황이다 보니까 데이터를 쌓을 수도 있겠다라는 생각까지 들어요.
그렇죠. 어떻게 보면은 좀 쉽게 말하자면은 그냥 쉽게 1등을 할 수 있는 플랜이긴 한데 어쨌든 어그러졌기 때문에 그것들을 심기 일단 해야 될 것 같습니다.
맞습니다. 그리고 YBY 선수는 확실히 좀 상황이 좋다 보니까 몸을 흔들면서 리듬을 타고 있네요.
하품까지 약간 하고 있었는데 뭐 선수들 입장에서도 3일차 계속 이제 저녁 시간부터 새벽 늦은 시간까지 연속된 경기를 치르다 보니까 약간 좀 몸의 피로도가 누적됐을 법도 하고요.
판다 선수 항상 저 구도에서 얼굴도 많이 안 움직이시는 것 같아요.
어떻게 보면은 정말 바른 자세와 또 다른 선수라고 볼 수 있겠네요.
예, 거의 뭐 전략적 팀 전투의 척추 요정 판다입니다.
그렇죠. 뭐 롤체계의 푸바오죠 판다 선수. 네.
모두 척추 한번 피고 딱 경기를 보면 좋을 것 같습니다.
네, 이 양 해설분들께서 항상 경기를 보시다 보면은 이게 저희가 화면에 거리가 있다 보니까 쭉 앞으로 가세요.
그렇죠.
근데 이 모이 같이 움직인 게 아니라 고개만 이렇게 가죠.
약간 거북목이 점점 심각해지는. 그리고 진짜 개인적으로 어제 이 월즈에서 T1 우승을 했다 보니까
네.
All right.
TFT 팀 소속이신 띵땡 선수 그 기운을 이어받아서 띵땡 선수도 뭔가 이 T1
What is
우승을 좀 이어가나 이런 좀 기대도 하긴 했었는데요.
Leggy doing? Oh, YBY.
이 오늘 황금 뒤집기 한국인들 대거 진출하고 월드 챔피언십 한국.
Oh, this is their team name. So he's on Team Zeta. He's on Team Legionnaire or whatever. Their username is YBY, and this is Title. Like Title is their username. Panda SCSC. T1 is the name of the organization that just won the World Championships. That is Faker's
Man,
team.
I'm getting more dogged again.
대한민국에게도 저력이 있다라는 것을 좀
Team Iron.
매치도 증명하기 위해서 나아가는 한국 선수 3명과 함께 배우는 세 번째 매치 처음부터 확인해 보겠습니다.
발명 선수만 고독하게
Isation.
골라줬는데
11 months already. Thank you.
전주국으로 선택받은 이번
Amazing.
매치의 처음입니다.
All right, guys, we got game 3 coming up. We got 4 more games, and then we're going to call it for today's stream. Then tomorrow, we're going to do EMEA plus tier list and pick'ems, and then set 12's final streams are coming up.
약간 매판 느낌 다르게
Set 12's final streams are coming up.
말드 선수와 아라이 선수 둘 다 강한 필리핀 지역의 선수들이죠. 약간의 뭐 친분을 서로 지금 한번 전설이 감정표를 통해서 좀 확인한 것 같고요.
그렇죠.
소라카 이성. 초중반에 이 소라카를 활용한 3요술사 빌드업이 워낙 강력한 조합이기 때문에
네.
뭐 굉장히 기분 좋은 스타트죠.
그렇죠. 일단 저렇게 받고 시작하면은 요술사 가면 되나?
Are we going to open the box? Oh, yeah, the arcane box. We'll open that tomorrow as well. Opening up the arcane box. Pog. If you guys missed it, I got a giant arcane box. This thing is so huge, man.
특히 또
It's like literally the size of a TV. Maybe a TV's in it.
없을 수가 없고요. 그거 이제 선택을 하는 건 이제 선수들의 몫이겠죠.
But it says do not open until November 6th, and that's the deal. What's in the box? I have no idea.
좀 두각을 드러냈었는데요.
확실히 이제 이 릴보조와 아리 데미지 상향 그리고 요새 시너지 상향 이후로 선수들이
What time? Whenever I wake up, because tomorrow there's also a draft for Worlds. If I'm up early enough, I might actually watch party it in real time. But I don't know if I'll be up. It's 5 a.m. I need to adjust my sleep schedule because World starts at 4 a.m. But I don't know if I'll be able to like immediately adjust and stream at 5 a.m. without being a zombie. Unless you guys want low energy. Oh, too tanky. Unless you guys want low energy, roll out of bed, Frodan. Uh-oh, too tanky with Kog'Maw, or sorry, with Blitzcrank already. Learning to spell mages. 5 Sorakas? Why is everyone... Is this upgrade champion? Is this upgrade champion? It has to be. Like, why does everyone have a million copies of their one cost? Golden Prelude? Okay, thank you. Can you make an announcement in Discord if you're gonna stream the bracket drawing so I can set an alarm? Wow. Wow, Mino, you are dedicated. Nate, you know what? Just for you, maybe. I'll see. The thing is, I have to. That means I have to sleep at like 6 p.m. tonight or 7 p.m. Which I should. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I should just say yes, so that way I force myself to be really tired tomorrow, and then I'll like manually adjust my sleep schedule. But the problem with adjusting your sleep schedule is that if you like keep changing it like 3 days in a row, you're just gonna be really, really tired. When is the draw? The draw is in 2 p.m., 5 p.m. It's in 15 hours from now. 1-5. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. 15 hours from now is the world group draw. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll just commit to it. Well, let's see. Let me talk to my wife, actually. I have to get permission to like, because the thing is, if I do that, the baby's gonna be asleep. I might have to be kind of quiet. I'll be like, oh my god, your soap just picked milk. You guys will get ASMR. ASMR group draw react. Dragon Spirit. Wukong. Dragon Spirit's really, really good in Wukong. It's an AP reroll meta. Dragon Spirit gives a bunch of good defensive stats. They buff the Dragon's Claw as well. It's just everything you want. Ask Taylor, can Frodan come play with us? I think she's literally at work with my stream open, so you can tag her. That's Tay AFK. She might be in a call though. Time to buy egg cartons for soundproofing. I actually did used to soundproof my office back when I was living in Los Angeles, because I shared a wall with my neighbor and I shared a wall with my roommate on both sides. So I soundproof my walls. So we have 2 tankies, Zap Attack, Dragon Spirit, Scoreboard, Scrappa. Stars are born. 5 a.m. what time zone? Pacific. So 15 hours from now. Just have a bunch of emoji signs to hold up to react. I'll just do the I think I'll do ASMR style tomorrow morning. Not too dissimilar to how I'm talking right now. Not too dissimilar. Okay, Crown Guard on Zap Attack. It's not exactly it used to be a little bit better, and then it used to be a lot better, and then they nerfed Crown Guard. Ever since then, I feel like it's been like it's still a solid item on Blitzcrank, but his best item is Warmogs. Warmog Stoneplate +1. A lot of times people put Spark as well, but you could probably just Crown Guard's like fine. Usually the issue with Crown Guard though is that you want a different backline item, or you want to usually use it for a backline item. But if you're not playing Ziggs, you probably can get away with it because you're gonna put the other items on Kog'Maw. They're gonna have score sheets from this. Let me see if it's in chat. Chat replay. Nope. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. I'm just gonna go ahead and translate Korean chat. Translate section. Self-control 2 stars. Your voice sounds like a drum. Do you know? Are you the older brothers? Manners, chat. All those who demean the players are being captured. Attorney will be appointed. And the lawsuit will be filed. Oh my god, it's Bebe's ult account. Oh my god. Bebe. Bro, people ask me what Bebe's doing, bro. He's in YouTube chat. Isn't it delicious to be a witch protector? Okay, you know what? I think some of these comments are lost in translation. Alright. Bro, imagine. I'm pretty sure that guy is just joking, but okay. See how far he dips here. So he's holding poppies. If he's holding poppies, he's gonna play the Casio version. If he's gonna play the Casio version, he needs to take an item augment on 3-2. Because you cannot succeed in this comp without 3 item on Ziggs and Blitz, and then eventually when you hit Casio, you have items for Casio. It just does not work. What will happen is you win stage 3, you might win some of stage 4, and then stage 5 you fail to kill anything because front lines are too beefy for Ziggs to kill it. Like they play a Wukong 3, and then Ziggs will throw a bomb at Wukong, and Wukong just laughs. Assuming he even wins stage 3. So I think he absolutely needs an item augment here. Can someone explain the Bebe mean? He one time threatened a lawsuit because a player made fun of him. Origin 2. Unending Despair. Huh? Intervening Lock. Is that better now? SCSC is a pretty good player, so hold on. I like some players I'm just gonna be like, nah, you're wrong, but I just want to make sure I double check that artifact. Filter out what the forge. Wow, he Giga made the wrong call here. Unending Despair on Blitzcrank is okay. That and Forbidden Idol, but if you filter out what the forge, it is so much better than Intervening Locket by like. It's hard to describe the difference between a 3.3 and a 4.0. Plays by vibes instead of stats. Yeah, true. I can't disagree based off what I just saw. I can't disagree based on what I just saw.
발명 선수는 지금 경험치입니다. 여기서 그럼 이제 한 번에 9레벨에서 브라이어와 스몰더 이성작이 되면은 괜찮은데요.
I think the reason why it's a lot better on Blitzcrank is because Unending Despair scales off of the shield, and Blitzcrank's ability just gives it a giant shield. And with Zap Attack, becomes supercharged, dealing magic damage to 2 nearby every 5 seconds and on every ability cast. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe the Zap Attack enhances the shield, but it doesn't. But Unending Despair is just really good on shield frontliners. Really good on Mordekaiser, really good on Vex, really good on Blitzcrank. Specifically ones that can get to 3-star at a reliable rate too. It's okay on 2-star 4 cost, ones that use shields. Like I think Unending Despair is okay on Recon. Let me see. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's okay. It's actually one of his best artifacts, but on top of Eternal Winter and like Hull Crusher, but it's not like astoundingly good because you kind of need the stats to kind of back it up. Yeah, SCSC hits Blitzcrank 3. Learning the spell, practice, no tears. No tears is kind of awkward here. No tier mages, yikes. So he hits Rocket 3 and he starts pushing. He can't play the Blitzcrank variation. I actually don't like this variation nearly as much. When I have Learning the Spell, I'm pretty sure Vanguard Mages is just superior for the lobby tempo, but someone's already rolling for Blitzcrank 3, so it makes sense why he's choosing to go for this. Also, Learning the Spell can be really good for Vex if you're able to get the Vex AP rolling, because she does actually scale like really well to AP. So it's actually pretty high ceiling. But in general, like when I have Learning the Spell, I think the superior version is the Vanguard version. Can't hit it though. Can't hit it this game. There's also a Vanguard Syndra player, so I think he's making the right call. Adding random commentary on it. When's the new set on PBE? The new set on PBE is next week.
기존에는 이렇게 뽀삐와 카시오페아까지 찍고서 아르카나를 추가해서 주문력을 올려주는 그런 방향으로 갔지만 그 당시에 이제 3벌꿀과 5벌꿀의 차이가 크지 않았기 때문에 그런 쪽으로 간 것이고 지금 패치 버전에서는 5벌꿀의 어떤 이 반사 데미지 역할이 굉장히 큽니다. 그리고 더군다나 이제 블리츠크랭크의 아이템 자체도 이 반사 데미지를 더 넣는 데 특화된 활력증진의 펜던트이기 때문에 그쪽을 좀 더 고려하면 좋을 것 같아요.
Rageblade IE, so it's going shapeshifters. Okay, two tanky Syndra. Wait, I like that. I talked about how two tanky Syndra is a real thing, and Ironbog's going for it. Are there any new set reveals? You mean on top of the ones that were revealed already, or in general? In general, they revealed a couple things. They revealed the set name. They revealed some of the characters that are going to be in it, like Powder and other arcane characters. It's also going to be arcane themed. Yeah, yeah. We love arcane. I mean, I love arcane. The premiere was great. Also, apparently, you're allowed to watch Party Arcane. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch Party. I think I'll be too busy playing Arcane, the video game. But that's also apparently a thing. What do you play with two tanky Syndra? Usually, you play Nico, Shyvana, Cassio, and Syndra because Shyvana's a 2-cost. But if you can get Swain, that's even better. But it's kind of hard to do that because it's so expensive and you're on 6. But if you go Nico, Cassio, Syndra, Shiv. Or we're Scrapper multis. You've already seen it. Well, not all of it. I mean, I already said I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Be as friends. Be as friends with Zap Attack. Classic combos. You think about support cash? In general, support cash, there's only a few that are really good for honeys. You can miss. And also, I would argue that some of them aren't even good. Like, you don't want Moonstone Renewer this late in the game. Oh, he takes it. Okay. I don't know if I agree with SCSD's lines this game. Or micro decisions. I agree with his lines, sorry. I think some of his micro decisions I'm not so sure about. What's wrong with Be as friends? Oh, because he's not playing the 5 honey variation? Or just cut the 5 honey variation. Or just cut the... Just play 5 honey and push levels for Arcana. Just like forget the Poppy and the Cassio. I guess, did he go for Poppy 3? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Let me actually see. It could be bad. Let me check in the stats here. Zap Attack. Be as friends versus support cash. What if you get Moonstone Renewer? I mean, Moonstone is very good, but if you go support cash on 4-2 into Moonstone Renewer. Yeah, it's not that good because Moonstone Renewer is like an early game item. It's an early game. It's an early mid game item. You don't get nearly as much value of it late game. In fact, if you were to splice the data and look at the best support items to pick for the composition, Moonstone drops dramatically, and you'd rather have Chalice or Gem. Chalice, Gem, or even Locket. Those are better support items than Moonstone. Either way, he's streaking. He's the pro player. I'm just a guy yapping, looking at gold plus because my sample size is too low. Like, what do I know, right? I'd like to see people take the random emblem charm more. You want them to lose the game more? You know, I agree with you. I want them to take the random emblem charm more, especially if they're playing in a lobby with me. I agree. You guys should take it more often. Doesn't make the Olaf too. Oh my! Wait, what? Oh, he must have movement charm. The problem with the charm is that it costs 12 gold, and usually it's just a giant's belt that you can't even make an item with. With no extra filters, the second best support item is Moonstone picked on 4-2 after Big Gem and same stats as Locket. Are you factoring in Zap Attack? Because Zap Attack changes that equation. Because part of the argument is that you need a specific support item with it's like less value on that. I mean, Moonstone is nice though because you get Vanguard value on Blitzcrank. That's like part of the reason why it'd be good. Like the Moonstone would be pretty solid. But... Either way, it's fine. It's like fine. Like I don't think it's like bad. I just think that like I think BS Friends there is like quite good. I don't know. Because BS Friends, what it allows you to do is actually create a situation where you have more damage sources than just Ziggs and hopefully your Blitzcrank, and you can actually have like a bunch of threats. But it could be like BS Friends is much worse if you don't have a honey emblem. Like I didn't sort by that. Like it's entirely possible that you know, I got baited. Also, it doesn't look like he's gonna hit Cassio, so who's gonna be his duo carry? He probably ends up dropping late game for something else anyways, right? Eight shapeshifters. Going Crown Guard and then BT. Oh, do you put items?
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Do you put items on Syndra 2 now instead of Briar 1? Like nerf Syndra? No items on Briar? Not even a little? Oh, with 8 shapes? The 8 shapes maybe is better on the Shyvana. I'm a little surprised by that. Next J Panda is cooked. Rift Retiree, thank you for 4 months. Cheers, man. Here's the support of your TFT esports scene. Let's go. Thank you, Rift Retiree. Although I will have to say something. You wrote E-sports. Which is a grave sin in some circles. E-sports. I got spoiled by the China UI seeing this APAC one. It's like I'm watching a regular scrim stream. Lol. Yeah, the China overlay has so much information. Even the overlay that I'm using on my co-stream. I know. The future of TFT data is really interesting. Wouldn't you guys really love like an overlay that could also calculate probability of stuff? Kind of like in poker, right? Like in poker, one of the most interesting things about watching poker is like the draw chances of people when they're like making their bet sizes or their bluffs and whatnot. They're on the action, and you see like their percentage of like what happens on the plays. I think TFT could do the same thing, but like it's like really, really advanced. But if it was like their roll probability and you could pull up advanced stats like that, that'd be really, really, really sick. Give me the game API and I could get that done for you. Wait, really? You must be a beast coder then. That sounds really cool. It's way harder because of shots and rerolls. Yeah, but you can get like it'd actually be fine if it gave like a rough estimation. Oof. Like if it said like 30 to 40% and it wasn't exact precise, I think that's totally fine. That still gives you a ballpark of like visual understanding of what's happening. Because sometimes there's actions that are taken that are actually pretty high. Like if it was like 70, 80%, but sometimes it looks like it's super lucky. And you realize, okay, it's actually not that lucky. Or rather, it's not as improbable. Riot won't give it to me. Sorry, man. Having a good UI will definitely help people stay interested throughout those 3-day tournaments. I agree. It's something that I personally would also invest into, but we shall see. Wukong 3. Whoa, wait a second. He actually just had it. He just duplicated his Wukong instead of wait, what? Is that right? What isn't it better just as oh wait. Okay, so he thought about it and he said the value of the duplicator is 3 gold here. And because technically he's 1 Wukong off as well. I guess he values the HP. So he would rather not pick up the Wukong in the shop and hold out for the Kog'Maw 3 and not have to sell Wukong for it. And he doesn't want to lock either. That's like a weird looking play. He has Wukong 3 in the shop, but he's 1 gold off. And he cares about his life, and he'd rather duplicate his existing Wukong and ignore the one in the shop so that he can like keep on the Kog'Maw. It's not the same as just... Oh, but the value of a duplicator is 2 gold with Wukong versus 3 with... or 2 with Kog'Maw with 3 with Wukong. Also, everything worked out. SCSC pushing level 9. He also has an Elise 3. I think he got that off of like a random 3 cost 1 star. Oh my god, the Mordekaiser's in the back line with a Bramble. Oh, YBY just... Oh, that is not good. He frontlined his Kog'Maw. Oh, man. How do you look for best early game boards on meta TFT? Let me pull it up for you. So you need to have their app downloaded. And there's a tab on the left that says early. And you click early and it shows you these boards. Now keep in mind that these sample sizes 60, 20, 73. So don't just like blindly take it off of a 20 game sample size, but it should give you an idea of what are some of the best things to play for. Is Sugarcraft kind on 2-1 best Prismatic? It can be, but I think it's bait sometimes. A lot of times I think it's bait. Man, no item Briar. It does not seem right to me. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree, but like I feel like even when you're playing 8 shapeshifters in particular, even just getting 1 or 2 items on Briar amplifies her effectiveness by like a lot. Like I'd rather have no items on this Shyvana and an item on Briar. Maybe it looks like he's getting cleared here. It's close. Oh no, we have too much HP on the Smolder. TBH, I think viewer experience could be more enhanced by giving us 2 to 3 streams per lobby to follow certain players for share worlds. No UI helps you understand and process the actually 8 people at once. That is true. That is true. I mean, if you think about the way poker is broadcasted, I actually think TFT and poker have a lot of similarities in terms of how the game or how the broadcast flow can operate. Because in poker, there's 10 people at a table, and not all of them are relevant, but they're all kind of taking action at the same time. It's kind of hard to like always look at all 10 players' POVs immediately and kind of figure it out. And so a lot of times what they actually do, the solution that poker actually does for a lot of broadcasting is actually like recording and like bouncing between tables and showing you like the action of like the interesting things that are happening, but they're not going to show you the uninteresting hands. But I don't think that works in a game like TFT. Like I don't think TFT could just cut to like the roll downs of each lobby and then like that's it, and then we're moving on to another lobby. SCSC's fallen off pretty hard, but looks like he should be at least top 3. Last I looked, I think 1 or 2 items on Briar was no significant difference compared to 0. That would be very surprising to me if that was true. I guess I can look at it. We can look at it between games. Edge. Wow, it's a 4th? That's crazy. 어제부터 오늘 첫 번째 경기에 이어서 또 세 번째 매치까지 신드라에 대한 어떤 선봉대를 활용한 덱의 이 조예가
걸 보여주고 있습니다.
사실 어떤 소위 장인이라는 칭호로 붙이기가 어려운 종목인데 이 정도면은 아이언버그 선수는 저 선봉 대신들아 뭐 이쪽에 대한
How did Briar lose the Syndra reroll? Well, Briar didn't really have good items. Also, Syndra reroll is good. Syndra reroll is pretty good. I actually think Syndra might be underrated, especially this is too tanky Syndra. Mord, Rumble, Rumble. And he has a Vanguard crest for the Casio. Very cool comp. Very cool comp.
이 앞라인들을 뚫기가 쉽지가 않아 보이긴 합니다.
쌍투마치아가 좀 꽤나 오래 속을 썩였었는데 삼성작 된 타이밍이 정말 절묘했네요.
그렇죠. 결국에 완성되고 안 되고의 덱파워가 극심하게 차이가 나기 때문에 삼성작이 된 타이밍 시점에서는 트럭을 세게 몰고 있죠 아이언버그.
공이 좀 1.4
Okay.
오래 버텨주고 있는데요. 그 안에 지크스가 정말
I think Syndra is looking kind of good so far. Oh, never mind.
사냥이 나섭니다.
Oh, wow. All of a sudden, the AD that he got all at one go was so high and then just killed everything. Wait, YBY might be a genius, man. I mean, his hunting, his augments are really good. Hunting Frenzy, really good item for Wukong. Combat Caster, and we talked about how he like ended up prioritizing the Wukong 3 in that spot. Ended up being really, really strong. Second for the Syndra board. That's pretty good. Okay, let's pull up some of the data stuff here. So you're saying Briar with Smolder, no impact with items, exclude Thief's Gloves. So item count 1 to actually might be correct. It's like 3 item or nothing. What if it's like Briar 1? That's not true. You do it still does impact. It does actually still have impact on it. I mean, obviously this is like a different scenario where you're stuck on Briar 1. But let me just take out the shapeshifter because it kind of shows. I see. So it does feel like it's not nearly as important versus Shyvana. With Shyvana 2. Shyvana 2 really that much better than Briar 1 with items? I mean, this is also a little bit of item count or item like the biases, but you can also stack Briar with multiple items. You can give her the BT, the even shroud +1. But it does kind of imply that you'd rather have items on the Shyvana than not. But I'm pretty sure Briar is the prior stack once you get there, though. Like once you get a Briar and you get 3 items on Briar, it is important, and he had the ability to go for it. It's closer than I thought it would be, though. It's not as clear cut. Like okay, you always itemize Briar there. YBY running away with it. Also depends on how many times you feed Briar. That is true. It's hard. You can't always get information like that in the data, but you can draw like. It's hard to draw meaningful conclusions, but you can also eliminate some other things that aren't true. Where is North America? It's between the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. Gold opener. This is game 5. Gold opener. Oh no, it's match 4. My bad. Dad jokes already. Don't act like you don't like them. Or do you prefer non-dad jokes? AKA saying the same 5-word catchphrase in TFT repeatedly. GG. Oh wait, we don't even say that. We always say half of it now. G. Everyone no one even finishes their phrases anymore. G. Sometimes you just have to resort to actually analyzing it instead of looking at stats when there are things like bias towards it later in the game. I mean, you're not wrong. My intuitively 8 shapeshifters, Briar 1 versus Shyvana 2, in a situation where you need Shyvana. So Shyvana, the way she gets damaged is she dies at the back line and she AoEs down clumps. So if the argument is that you need her to get to something like the back line and to deal damage that way, that can be good. You could also argue that Crown Guard is and Warmogs is better on Shyvana than it is on Briar. But I think that the BT and the Even Shroud and things like that. Well, Even Shroud could be on Nasus, but you could argue that like those items are really good on Briar and worth thinking about, because I don't feel like 1-star or 2-star Shyvana was doing very much in these fights ever since her nerf. Her nerf was a big deal. It does make her feel like a lot less impactful. They nerfed her in like 3 ways. Is 8 shapeshifters not a good comp? I don't see on your website. It is. It's right here. It's right here. Dragon shapeshifters. You're talking about what happens. Okay, we don't have 8 shapeshifter on it. Well, 8 shapeshifter is. It's not on it directly, but it's you basically just play that comp in 8 shapeshifter. Here we got prize fighter, Syndra every game, every lobby. Actually, we might even have multiple Syndra players. This person's playing Eternal Growth. I mean, SCSC could also just play mages from here. He has Blitz too, and he could just use using the Syndra to play early game, and then just like Tekken Galio plus Seraphine. Although he's not picking up Seraphine. Okay, he is now. Do you like this Worlds patch? It's not my favorite, but I think it's okay. I would give it like, okay, so what is the worst Worlds patch ever? I think it was set 9. The worst Worlds patch was set 9. The Earth meta, where everyone just pops their tome. That one was terrible. Also, it happened to be the last time I ever casted in studio for the World Championship. I'm sad that was my last one, but it is what it is. So that was the worst one. That one was like a 2 out of 10 in terms of enjoyment. 1 out of 10 would be like, it's so bad I don't even want to cast it. But it was like a 2 out of 10. I would still cast it, but I did not enjoy it at all. Oh, maybe 3. Maybe 3. No, 2 out of 10. 3 is too high. 3 is too high. What is the best Worlds meta of all time? Set 8.5 was actually pretty good. Set 8.5 was actually pretty good. Also, set 8.5. That it? 7.5 was not bad either. 8.5 and 7.5 was not bad. Set 10, not really. Set 10 was a Heartsteel. Heartsteel and Superfan reroll. That's all that really was viable in set 10. Set 10, like Disco was terrible. KDA like Akali and Karthus was terrible. And so like everyone just played Heartsteel or you played a reroll line. That was like the only 2 viable things. Set A was pretty good. You actually had you had Oxforce, Spellslinger lines, so the Oxslingers. You had Renegades that were actually viable. You had Infiniteam. You had you could play like an Underground cash out. I think Mech wasn't that good though. And then there's a bunch of different like reroll lines that were enabled by hero augments. It was actually pretty decent meta. It was like a mixture of everything. Plus there were some really interesting niche things that were happening, like the winner of regionals going to Worlds played 3-star Mordekaiser, and Mordekaiser was a 5 cost that dropped the giant building on stuff. So it was just pretty. It was Hong Lien, and Hong Lien got a 3-star Mordekaiser and gave him mech emblem, which was just crazy. You turned Mordekaiser into the mech, and then he became a 3-star 5 cost, and he dropped like the world's largest building ever on top of the thing for the regionals win. That was pretty sick. That was the Worlds patch. You could do shit like that, and it was awesome. So that's probably the best meta. And now where is this ranking amongst it? I'd probably say it's like right in the middle. I'd probably say this is like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Although if China is right and their forward costs are more playable than we are giving it credit for, then probably a 7 out of 10. The problem with 7.5 meta was that you were very much gated by your econ star. The problem in set 7 was that there were 3 econ traits. It was Astral, Lagoon, and Shimmer Scale. And if you didn't start off with it, you were super far behind. That was the biggest problem with set 7. That the difference between hitting an econ trait and not was really, really big. But the balance of set 7.5 was actually not bad. Once they corrected Guardians was like way too good. Guardians were way too good, and so there was like basically the equivalent would be this patch would be that there was like an 8 Bastion build that was like by far the best comp, and it won regionals. Like every game was just 8 Bastions. And that's what run regionals. That's how Kyvix won. That's how some other people did well. But they fixed that for going to the final patch, and then it was much better. But you need to start off with econ. Set 6 meta was awful for regionals because of strikers, and then it ended up being okay by Worlds patch. And then set 4 patch was pretty boring. It was basically like the Callista Varus Kaisa, the KVK meta, Karma, Callista Varus. It was basically like that. That was the set 4 Worlds meta. It was just 3-4 cost that would just like rotate around. Man, now I'm like kind of going through all of it. So as much as maybe this, I'm not as high on this meta independently for like a state of balance of TFT. I think this is actually one of the better Worlds metas. When I say one of the better ones, I'd probably say it's like the 4th best one. What the Forge? Wait. Person hit Blighting Jewel. So I mean, you could take Blighting Jewel and Cypress Focus. You could also just take like Infinity Force generically there. Okay, I would probably say the best Worlds meta was set 8. Second best was probably set 7. Third best, or also set 11 was not the worst either. Set 11 was not the worst either. But I think that there was a little bit of lack of reroll in set 11 because it was just like, what was even the reroll comps that you could play in set 11 Worlds? It was like, not really. Like I guess Reapers and like no one was really playing center reroll Ink Shadows. Oh, Janna Lux. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, there was basically like a few reroll comps that were like way better than everything else, but like there wasn't that much reroll diversity.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
But I would probably say set 11 is the 3rd best because the 4 costs were all viable under certain conditions, like not under certain conditions, but like they were much more playable than they were this patch. This is probably the 4th best Worlds meta we've had. What about 5.5? So the issue with 5.5 was that there was only one opener everyone played in 5.5, which was Sentinel Skirmisher. If you guys play Step Revival right now, Loveland, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna jam some PBE next week. 5.5 would be the equivalent of like if multi-strikers were by far and away the best opener, and anybody that played anything else would always just lose streak. And you would like if you had the equivalent would be if you had Cassidon 1. You were gonna win streak on stage 2, or like if you could win streak on Cassidon 1 with like a Warmog or Redemption, and then Jax would kill everything. That's kind of exactly what was happening in set 5. So it was like the and there was only a couple of 4 cost lines that you could play for, but there was a lot of powerful 5 costs. So if you were able to hit the 5 cost, you would actually be really good, or if you got the Draconic openers. But in set 5, stage 2 was very, very, very static in the World patch. Okay, Eternal Growth with Shapeshifter +1 on a Wukong. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna keep that because I was like, that is interesting. Dark Alley dealing trenchcoat Wukong. He's gonna eventually move that trenchcoat over to Olaf. Okay. Okay, I see it. I see it. He's level 7, 3-5. Rolled it down. So he went to level 7 much earlier instead of waiting to stage 4. And then rolled to keep his tempo and win streak. I think it's because I think there are other people that are trying to hold some of his units. Anyways, I think I covered all of it, right? Is there any meta that I haven't covered? Set 3? I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't watch the set 3 worlds as in depth because I was casting Hearthstone at the time. I can't even tell you what one set 3 worlds with double. It was too long ago. Maybe I should go back and watch it one day so I can have my my recollection complete. So the new meta for 4 hunters, Wukong is Kog'Maw carry. No, you do play Jinx. It's just that he has items for Kog'Maw, and sometimes if you're contested, you have to figure out alternative ways to play your board. And Kog'Maw can carry as well. And the nice thing is that he uses different items. He's much more of a sword user, and Jinx is much more of a bow user. Like Kog'Maw wants like Shojin GS. Also, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, he prefers like I think Kog'Maw Biss is still the usual, which is like Shojin GS red buff. But you don't need bow items for Kog'Maw versus it feels like you kind of need bow items for Jinx. The good thing about this meta, there are several good things about this meta, but one of the good things about this meta in particular is that there's actual ways to pivot in reroll for like almost the first time, I think. It's kind of interesting that we're in a reroll meta where like almost every reroll comp has like 2 to 3 variations, and a lot of them have alternative ways you can play them if you end up getting contested or you even have to pivot out. That's like never really existed. This is probably so that is why, you know, when we were doing the coaching last weekend, Bryce and I were like basically saying like this is probably the most skill exclusive reroll meta we've ever had, because there's a lot of different things you can do. If you're playing Wukong Jinx and you're like contested, you can just play Kog'Maw, but then you don't have. But then let's say you're contested on the Wukong, you can play a different frontline. You can play Vanguards. And then if you're contested on that, you can always just default to Kog'Maw Honey, which is also another variation, which also blends into other variations of Honey as well. So let's say you play Zap Attack, you can play Zap Attack Kog'Maw, and then you can go and like you kind of see where I'm going. Like it all kind of like has different ways you can navigate around it. If I were to visually map out the reroll trees, in the past they used to basically be like very separated and divorced from each other, but now they all kind of intertwine and kind of connect. So I think they've actually done a really good job with reroll, which is why everyone says that if there was just a little bit more viable forecast, this meta would actually be quite good. But the problem is that without the forecast, it actually puts you in a spot where if you don't have a good reroll spot, you're often left in a really tough spot. And even then, every game that we're watching, like we're watching some forecast play. It's not like no one can play forecast at all. This guy's playing Shapeshifter Fiora. Whoa. Eternal Growth shapes Fiora. It's kind of cool. Wow. I've now enjoyed this as meta. I've only played to satisfy my addiction. So you play it, but you don't enjoy it. You're not really. You're kind of part of the problem here, aren't you? Because Riot can't tell really the difference because you're playing a lot. So like, by all means, yeah. Here. You think it's time to go back to 12 copies of forecast? Well, yeah. I mean, I personally don't think there's enough Kalista players in the lobby when she was the best comp in the game. I want 5 or 6 Kalista players minimum. 12 copies sounds good to me. Remember when Kalista 1 Rakan 1 was stable? With 12 copies, do you know what that means? That means literally all 8 players could play Kalista and have a reasonable board. And be considered stable. But because of 10 copies, only about 6 could. 6.5 could. But, I mean, to be fair, that's more balanced. If all 8 players are playing Kalista Rakan, it's averaging 4.5. The data looks good. Yeah, we got Hui 3 Bard. I'm personally not that big a fan of this variation, but he is pretty healthy. Actually, he's at 41. Never mind. I thought he was at 50 or 60. Yeah, I'm still not a big variation. 4 Witchcraft, 6 Shapeshifter. Varus is blowing up his back line. Rageblade Varus. I mean, both of these guys are trying to get to 9. Young is dead. Oh, living. 1 HP, 1 HP. He can't go to 9, though. He has to hold the line. He goes to 9! He's gonna roll like twice. Alright, cool. We're done rolling. Oh, he hit Smolder! Wow! Wow! Alright, well, I mean, this guy, he's just good. What can I say? He rolled like 3 times and hit Smolder off interval. Yeesh. He does not have Briar though, so no 8 shapes. And after all this, he actually still might lose because this Olaf board looks insane. He's actually playing Olaf primary with Wukong and not Jinx because he has 3 items on on Olaf with the trench coat. And Olaf trench coat with Edge of Knights. Bro. It is. Yeah. It's so sad that the 2 AD4 costs don't use the same items. You're talking about specifically the ranged AD units, like you're talking because Olaf and Fiora use very similar items. You're talking about the ranged AD, and it's like, okay, it's actually not entirely true either. It's like when people think Kalista, they're thinking specifically Fairy Kalista, and that's because of the way they designed the trait. But like in the past, Rageblade Last Whisper was fine, and that's like actually semi-playable on like Varus, like Last Whisper. I mean, we're watching someone play Last Whisper Rageblade IE right now. I actually think that it's not as true as often as it's repeated. Or rather, it didn't have to be this way. But it is hard to but to the point of what you're saying, it is hard to kind of like, okay, the reality is the TFT AI would do the level 8 roll down perfectly and be able to be open to Smolder, Varus, and Kalista, right? If you think about it objectively, but it's just too hard. Like the TFT AI could do it. Don't you think? Stoneplate, Rageblade, Warmogs. It's like, or Redemption. It's like that's like perfectly fine to play open flex into that, but it's just like too hard. Well, I mean, we hit everything, and now it's time to go 6th. Well, okay, this guy's kind of weak. This guy's kind of weak. He only has Smolder 1, Varus 1. His entire board's like, his entire like backline's 1-star. He's playing Briar 1. But he does have really good Briar items, and he has Draconic Mastery, and he has Unified plus this. If Hui can snipe on this cast, Oh. Okay. I mean, we might be able to sneak like a 5th or 4th. Oh my god. Never mind. Whew. Camille too. With Prowlers, Infinity Force, Death Defiance. Blind Jewel Nora. Okay, titles a knower. Blind Jewel Nora. I love that. I don't like. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Let me reserve my judgment after this fight. Camille. Okay, locked on. Boom. Yeah. Big trench coat, Gwen. Okay, you only lost by like 1 or 2 units. TG. Free Shojin. First SCSC, I think he wants a Mordekaiser item. Big Sunfire. Oh, he's lacking anti-heal. I was thinking adaptive or something. Is Hull Crusher a good item? Yes. It's not a great item, but it's a good item. I guess it's like a hard thing to differentiate. It's like I would give it like a B in terms of the artifact power. And you can stack them, yes. Sunfire is dead. If he has no anti-heal, Sunfire is better than nothing. Shojin, Archangels, JG. Yeah, I mean, he has anti-heal, and most importantly, he has it on the Rakan. And Mord's smashing it. This is a winnable matchup. Winnable matchup for sure. There's the setup here for... Oh, the Zillion! The Zillion! Oh! Okay, you know what? Top horrible. Top horrible. But the Zillion just dropped the Rainbow Lob onto the Callista. That's so huge. Saves the Hui. Ironbog with the Jinx 3. Slowly but surely making his way across to an itemized Jinx 3. Hog 3 with Trickster's Glass. He'd rather put the red buff also on Cog. Interesting. Really interesting.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Oh my god. Thunderbean and Junebug, thanks for the prime. Thanks for supporting the channel. No ads for you guys. You guys get access to the VODs immediately. Oh my god, you know what? Maybe this Hui is kind of legit. SCSC making me eat my words. I mean, he does have really good Hui items. Appreciate it. The subs that you guys give me, we're just basically used to pay for expenses for the guests. This weekend's co-stream guests, we got Asa and Mort Dog. Right, Mort Doge himself. Also, Mort Dog's gonna be our next guest for the Chibi Challenge, the game show. If you don't even know what Chibi Challenge is, it's a game show that I'm just doing for fun, just to kind of spice up the content a little bit. The VOD, I posted the VOD of it on YouTube. I actually think Mort is gonna get all 15 questions correct. I feel like he's gonna go all the way, and then no one else will. Like, I'll probably do it I'll do it more times. Obviously, I'll try to do it every set if we can. Oh my god, this Olaf is disgusting, bro. This guy goes 5th after all that. Wait, YBY died. He lost to the ghost. Oh no, Ironbog's the one that has it. Sorry, my bad. Do you know where level unlocks them to giveaway? Let me ping to see, because I'm pretty sure that's something that my manager an agent have the answer to. And do the level unlocked. Folks, send the gift card. stuffs from the dairy sponsored stream. Make it hard? I feel like the questions are pretty hard. I mean, some of them are easy, but, you know, can't have them all hard. Okay, Briar 2, Smolder 2, Mulb. It looks like we got a Shapeshifter win. This is a good second from Ironbog. I think this is a very impressive second. Hui is a top 4 comp? Usually, yeah. I mean, I've never seen it win. It actually won the previous game, but it was like Ezreal Hui. I don't think Hui primary is that good, but I think Ezreal Hui is better for sure. I have to make some updates to the tier list tonight. I have to make some updates to the tier list. There's some things here that aren't in A tier, and there's some things here in B tier that need to move up. Some things in B tier that need to move up here. We'll see. Is Ezreal just 4 Vanguard, 4 Blaster? You can also play 6 Blaster if you get and drop 2 Vanguards, and instead play 4 like TK Hecarim, Shen, Varus, Blaster +1, level 8, Ezreal 3. You can do that too. There's a couple variations. And again, that goes back to what I like about the meta. There's multiple variations of what you can do. There's very few comps that don't have variations. Kalista doesn't have any variations for the most part. There's like a 7 fairy. I guess if you count 9 fairy, but that's not really. Dragon Shapeshifter also doesn't have many variations, but the fun thing about Shapeshifter dragons is like getting there is like kind of hard. And those are like 4 and 5 costs. Reroll comps? I can't even think of a single reroll comp that's like the same units every single time. Maybe Ahri. Ahri's kind of a not doesn't really play. I mean, actually that's not true. You can play Vanguard Ahri. Ironbog's dead. Wow, exactly lethal. Briar 2 is just too hard to stop. Briar 2, Draconic Mastery, really good augment setups. I'm looking at it right now. Honey has like 6 variations you can play of Honey. Ahri has multiple variations. And also it depends on if you hit a hero augment. Multi-strikers have multiple variations. Mages have multiple variations. I'm just going through it all. Syndra has multiple variations. Blasters has multiple variations. Warrior has a couple variations, but it's actually not that good. And I'm pretty sure Warriors is actually low-key C. But like Neela can be decent. Yeah, you know, I guess Galio's pretty static for the most part. You always play the same thing with Galio. Warwick as well. All right. Let me run ads. We're gonna go into game 5. These are the standings. Not true. Galio's part of a few different builds. Deja Vu Galio? Really? I've seen 7 mage Deja Vu. Deja Vu. 7. Okay, 7 mage means that you hit Nora though. And also it looks kind of bad. In fact, based off of this, you'd rather play 5 mages, which just to let you know, that is really bad. If you never hit Nora, it is yeah, no, it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. I didn't say it was great, I just said it was available. Okay, but like part of it, when I say viable variations, it's like when I say variations, they have to be like playable, you know. You can't just like
그래도 뭐 여전히 통계가 아주 나쁜 건 아니더라고요.
그렇죠. 통계적으로 봤을 때는 어쨌든 버프 내역이 있기 때문에 물론 대회에서는 대회 템포랑 약간 다르기 때문에 안 나오지만은 스물랭 템포에서는 나쁘지 않습니다.
또 공시작, 심지어 페어 시작 아이언포그.
개인적으로 그럼 이렇게 유물 모드가 나왔을 때는
Here we hear augment the set
골드 진강체 시작으로 영웅 진강체가 나오면
to play or to just like design wise. I guess that's like kind of similar. My favorite is probably
네.
the hero augment.
시작을 했기 때문에 어떻게 보면 다음 진강체에서도 나와준다면 그 콤보가 충분히 완성될 수 있는 상황이기도 하고요.
맞습니다. 요묘미랑 트위치 페어까지 또 자연스럽게 약간 50 사냥꾼 쪽으로
My favorite hero augment is probably Suspicious Trenchcoat. That's a really fun hero augment for Fiora. I love that one. Should the Anvil be popped at the start so you know what units to hold? You can. It's just an there's a trade-off specifically for it. Level up at what cost? March of Progress.
간이대장간이나 또 유물 아이템이 여러 개 나올 수 있는 요소가 있고요.
March of Progress good for level up or good for rerolling. Level up in an artifact Anvil starter I probably don't want to take because you don't have a gold star. I think level up is much better on Crab Rave, gold subscription, gold opener, just anything. But like right now it's artifact, and he doesn't have an artifact way to print gold. Wandering trainer into blaster warrior multi. Ooh, that's a little awkward. I think I'd probably play on the blaster. 'Cause we have Anima Visage. Hunter, Frost, and Preserver. Wow. All right, goes Infinity Force. Generically good here. Poppy. Poppy's been. I think Poppy's really fun. I actually like Witchwiley Poppy. Deja Vu can be fun, but it's like too frustrating because it ended up being like too independent, and you have to make sure no one's griefing your Calio. Okay, this is wait, Silvermere Dawn, Rageblade, and BT. What is this? Is this just Jinx?
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Wait, it can't be Jinx. He has Caretaker's Chosen, which means he has to go to level 8, and you don't want to reroll on 8 for Wukong Jinx. Is it Fiora Gwen? But then why do we say him a Rageblade? It's just for tempo, and we're gonna like reforge it later. Hand over fist. Appreciate the prime as well. Thanks for all the sub, guys. All that stuff's gonna just pay for the guest expenses for last week and this week. As you guys know, stuff like flights, any like food and expenses and travel accommodations like that. I try to take care of the guests because they're all spending time with me. So I appreciate that. How are you supposed to play Witchy Wild Poppy? I never did well with it. How are you supposed to play Poppy? Right now, the common way to play Poppy is basically play it like a frontliner for Ahri. So you play Witchy Wild Poppy, and then you reroll Ahri. The other way you can play Poppy, and this is something that is, I think, people haven't really figured out yet, is Callista. Because the challenge that I always have with Poppy, with AP setups, like Rise and Witchcraft or Ahri, is that Poppy is like an AD champion, and then when you play Poppy with Hecarim, you kind of want to charm Hecarim. Then like if you're like rerolling stuff, you want to charm Ahri, right? There's a little bit of conflict there. And it's not like Poppy can't use the AP, but it's not like a clean fit. But if you play Bastion Callista and use the multi-striker to connect Hecarim and Callista, and you have Lily, who's a fairy, and you just play like that setup, you can have Callista with Bastions and set up Last Whisper and Rageblade on her, and it actually flows really nicely damage-wise in terms of your itemization. So it's hard to get there because you kind of need too many AD items. You need like 2 bows, 3 swords, three gloves for like the ideal setup, but it's really good if you can get there, in my opinion. Hello, Rod. Thank you for the 9 months. Enjoy the co-stream once again on the weekend. Good stuff. Thank you. Looking forward to this weekend as well. More dog ain't cheap. That's right. That's right. How much do you think Mort Dog's time is worth? At least like 500 RP. Wait, would you ever consider IRL Twitch TFT watch parties in Seattle? Yes. One project that I would love to eventually tackle on is like more community stuff in PNW, like Vancouver, Portland, Seattle, Idaho, I guess. Maybe there's people who they're TFT players in Idaho, but I would love to try and get more of that to happen. It's just hard. Do we got Eldritch +1?
그나마 마녀 쪽과 좀 궁합을 생각을 한다면 뭐
By the way, I see some people are coming in a little bit later. Tomorrow, we're watching APAC today. Tomorrow, we're going to watch EMEA. We're going to do World Pick'ems. And also, we're going to do the World's Draft Watch Party. There's going to be group draft. If you guys missed it from NA, it's basically like players pick who's going to be each other's group. They're doing that in Worlds again. It's going to be the 4 regionals winners plus Disso. So they're going to draft the groups. That's going to start at 5 a.m. Pacific. So basically around 13 hours from now, 14 hours from now, 14. So we'll do that. So we'll do the draft party or draft watch party. We'll do EMEA, and then we'll do Worlds Pick'ems, and tier list stuff, and that'll be the final stream before Worlds for me. I'm still watching some scrims, but scrims are hard to join. Tiniest Titan Syndra, huh? Whoa. Rod. Oh, and he got a Nashers. Wait. Oh. I thought he got 2 Eldritch Emblems. Okay, they look kind of similar. Spooked me. Spooked me for a sec. Okay, how does everyone have a million items? Morello, Shojin, like Artifact, Anvil, like everyone's just drowning in items. There's a conversation about whether or not TFT should just raise the number of base items per game, because it feels like the game becomes much more interesting when you can like duo carry and you have much more options to do like items. It's like something about set 11. There's a lot of influx of resources on set 11 that was like we basically had too much inflation. But I will say that being able to consistently itemize multiple carries and a tank feels pretty good in TFT. And there's a lot of games where like sometimes you just don't get offered any items, and you're just stuck with like combat trait or something like that, and then you just have like no items, especially if you get dropped like a useless item. It feels bad. I don't know if that's too much item inflation, but I think that conversation is happening, at least in high elo circles, where people kind of want more items. Too many items make stuff like build different too good. Yeah, that's fair. It also nerfs item augments. Like some item augments are like kind of too good, right? But like having more abundance of items nerfs them because you don't need them as often. When Karma Fjord is really fun to play, but it's too hard to have to be itemized properly. Yeah, that's right, right? Like some things are like gated by that. And it's not just those comps, but also some other 4 costs as well. Even some reroll comps. Like I think Ezreal Hui is basically the same thing. Like part of the reason why that comp is so hard is you need a bunch of items. I think mages are the same way. It's like you need a bunch of items because you want to carry like Vex plus 2 mages in the back line. You just need so many items. Taking a quick look at publicly available info, 1 hour of more time might be $90 and $150. That is, he needs to up those numbers, man. $90 for 1 hour of mort? Wow, SCSC took branching out and flexible. How much variance between games of the number of items outside of Crab Rave? I don't think I understand the question. Or is that a second part of a question? Yeah, apparently people are having login issues on League, so if you're having, yeah. Blue, red. So we are playing Karma. We just have Rage Blade. So YBY or Ironbog literally said, I'm gonna go for Fiora Karma, but just slam Rage Blade. and figure out the items later. Like he's using Rage Blade as a way to win to be stable early game.
사실 저 정도면 좀 순회하고 있는 게 아닌가라는 생각이 들어. 워낙 이 증강들이 힘들었던 선수들이 많다 보니까.
Living Forge. Looking for a blitz item. Trench coat. Is it not trench coat? Trench coat really, really good on Olaf. Has there been an official announcement for set 13 on PBE? Yeah, the official stance is when people stop asking about set 13 PB, it'll drop. So, but the thing is, it takes all of us collectively to stop asking, and then it'll drop. More promised. Is it ever Sniper's Cog instead of Trinity Force? Well, Triforce is really good on Cog because it helps him insta-cast. And it gives him a lot of base stats, which are quite good. Oh! He does the benching trick to try to get the Wit's End ideal setup, so he doesn't need a remover. I mean, he doesn't need to do that because he gets a remover, but now he gets to remove... Okay, actually, that didn't really do anything. But, like, he gets to save a remover in the future if he needs it. So, a cute play. Frost. He got Scholar. Oh, he just plays Rise then. He has Witchcraft Scholar. So we hit Rise. He's trying to itemize. Oh, Archangel's Rise. Archangel's move Shiv over to Rise. I probably reforge a vest here. No, it could be Crown Guard. No, you need that rod. I also... Oh, he has double vest. Just make items then and reforge something. I definitely want to make something with this bow. Giant Slayer, red buff. You see a Shiv already. How do you feel about Hui comps? Have you watched any of the coach stream this past weekend? I was hating on it. I'm a Hui hater. I'm a Huider. But I actually think Ezreal Hui is pretty good. Oh, he's Milio, so he has 4 Scholar. So reforge, yeah. What do we reforge though? We can reforge Frost and Eldritch. Morgana, that's super big. That is super big. Witchcraft on Rise. Who are we missing? Oh, just Witchcraft on the Rise. Hog. Scholar Morg. Scholar Morg. Do we not just drop? Jace? Oh, we have 3 Portal. Oh, then we drop Nasus and we play Milio for 4 Scholar. 100%. Oh, he's in waiting room until he hits Fiora. Okay, his spot's actually kind of good. His spot's kind of good. Briar, that's way better for sure. Hunter, Mage. Okay, well, wasn't exactly good. Okay, Briar can go in over Jace. The Portal is interesting. I'm trying to think if he could have done anything with Mage Eldritch because he hit Briar. He actually could have. He could have played He could have played Syndra and then had Incanter and AP, and that would have been 3 Eldritch plus 2 Incanter. Because he had Briar, Nico, Eldritch Emblem, Syndra, connect, and you could drop Nasus and Jace, and then have 6 Witch with 2 shapes, Eldritch and Incanter. I don't know if that's actually good. I'm just saying he could. This is one of the things where you just think about synergy exercises. Because ultimately, I still want to get Millie on the board, actually. Never mind. I don't really care about that much. I want Millie on the board because I want to play 4 Scholar with Rise. I want to play 4 Scholar, 6 Witchcraft. You guys playing 5 Pyro? Ooh. You know, I've had a theory for a long time that 5 Pyro Varus has been the best way to play Varus, but I feel like no one plays it. And why is busting it out? Oh god, Trenchcoat Fiora, Radiant TG. Okay. Yeah. Ironbog just saying, get me to 8. I'll make it happen. He also rips the Portable Forge into the Trenchcoat. Isn't that too sick? What? That is crazy. Did he win? Oh my god, this Kassadin! Oh, that's a Fiora 2 diff. That's a Fiora 2 diff. So he ends up going for the Witchcraft. Wait, I'm really surprised he didn't. Oh, he actually made it. Okay, never mind. It's good. It's good. I get it. I get it. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. He doesn't have. He has Morgana pair. Okay, his items end up being kind of good, but he's stuck on Rise 1. And if he has Rise 2, also he's not giving the right items to people. His Morgana's not getting an item. Okay, title down to 1 life, although he'll heal up to 2 potentially with Tiniest Titan. Title going for Syndra 3. Okay, so what do we want here? I guess a Witchcraft emblem, because then we have 8 Witch immediately, but what else could we get? A Bastion +1, a Portal +1, Preserver +1 would be nice. Pyro would not be bad either. Honey, perfect. Tremors, take that. I think he doesn't have much to roll for, though. So Taric 2 would be better than Nasus 2, but he only has Taric 1. 5 Pyro. I actually think this board is really good. I think he can go to 9 with it, potentially. And if he can get to 9, I think he can actually cap really high. I'm a 5 Pyro Varus believer. I'm not very much an Arcana Varus believer, but I'm a 5 Pyro Varus believer. I actually think this comp is really good. But the thing is, it's like, it's kind of like saying that you're like a 6 Chrono believer. You kind of need to hit the emblem, and you hit the 5 cost, and you need to stabilize on the 4 cost, and you need to get to 9. It's like, and you have to have the right items. Like, well, yeah, of course. It's pretty good. Ho ho ho! Silvermere Dawn, Hecarim 3. Okay. Alright, Pandas. Bing chillin'. This guy has to be Bing chillin'. Like, there's no way that this Hecarim is bad. Title down to 1 life. No combat augments. No anti-heal. He does have 3 stars up the wazoo, though. Bamyang is dead. Dude, Bamyang, I think, has gone like 8-8. Yes, he wins. There's a lot of crack boards. You gotta take that. A lot of crack boards in this lobby. 3 Incanter, 2 Witchcraft. I think I'd rather Tekken a Dragon than 3 Incanter. If he had like a Namze. 8 Jax, 8 Akalis. Oh, this matchup can be really tough. Really tough. This Fiora. Oh gosh. Oh. No. Nah, just yeah, it's just tough matchup. It's tough matchup. Title's dead. I didn't like title setup in general. I don't think Sniper's Focus Syndra's are particularly good. He gets so much. What is a Witchcraft? This guy just gets a Witchcraft. Hopefully he didn't sell his Cassio. That is so huge. It's also Witchcraft on a Briar, which is also really good too. But I think he's probably gonna just put. He probably just sells like his with Nasus. Oh, Milio. Yeah. And he witches the Nasus. Yeah, the Koreans, man. They're too excited. They're too pumped. Guys, it's just 8 witchcraft. They tech it in, they just lose their shit. You definitely can't get away with that in English. Unless you're a K-Drill, I guess. The player places an emblem on the Nasus and they lose their mind as if like Faker did a Silas outplay in mid lane in Dove Tower. You know, like if you take the sound clip of the casters and you guess which play on the left or right, which one are they talking about, you would get it wrong. Oh man. We don't have that good items on Olaf here. This Tom Kench positioning is bad for us as a Jinx player. Jinx got hits. Ooh, God. Oh, this 5 pyro board is nasty. It is so nasty. If he positions correctly, the 1-2 combo with like the CC and burst is really nasty. Ironbog lost. I wonder who he lost to. Probably lost to 8 witchcraft. SCFC probably wins the game. Especially if he gets like a really useful emblem here. Let's say he gets another scholar or something. Even a Bastion +1's pretty huge. Bro, no. That's not bad. Nora pair. Oh, he'd rather play Tarek for the Bastion. Morgana item. Hodge. Part of me liked Edge of Night more. Just to avoid that she gets bursted down by like the pyro and stuff like that. I mean, Hodge is like right there. Like she would have cleansed and casted. But I don't know if it wins this matchup. Actually, we win anyways. Never mind. 8 witchcraft too good. I mean, I understand Hodge. Maybe he's thinking that when he hits more too, that Hodge is gonna be really beastly. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can lose. I don't know if he can lose. What can we cut? 3 scholar. Nah, probably nothing. This is probably our board. Why boy lost? I mean, that's not a real loss, but he's also stuck on 8 and he's not at level 9. If he like I said, if he can get to 9, it's really good, but he's been stuck on 8. He's giving a free reset with the hunter with the target dummy. I do not like that. And Varus uses burst against Olaf. Okay, we're good. We're good. Top 4. Ironbog is living at 1 HP. Dude, he lost in the multi-striker play. Oh, it's Hecarim 3. And these top 4 boards are all so good. It's Trenchcoat Fiora 2 with 1,000,000 items. It's flexible with 8 witchcraft. It's 3 item Hecarim 3 multi-strikers with Silvermere Dawn. And it's 5 pyro. Like all these boards are so good. Like you can't like SCSC is gonna go first, but like a lot of these boards are actually first capable in other lobbies. I guess that's what it's like with like an artifact store into Prismatic. Oh my god, that Fiora just chunked the cat. He's dead. He just got 1,000,000 owed. The fight ended in 10 seconds. Okay. I mean, like it's a 4th, but like that's okay. Eight witchcraft is not prismatic level. LOL. It's not. It's a gold tier level. Prismatic level needs to have like a glowing silver. I mean, prismatic. You know, you guys know what it looks like. Like a shiny, glimmering thing. I mean, I agree with the people who say that 8 witchcraft is going to win this lobby. Also, he has all these dummies. Makes it even more hard to get through everything. So Rise gets to ramp up for a second or third cast.
여기서 판단은 매치를 마무리 짓고 아이언보그 같이 가네요.
Top one.
띵땡 선수가
Not bad, not bad.
이번 매치 1위로 마무리 짓습니다.
판다 선수도 완성도가 높은 굉장히 강력한 날카로운 창이었지만 그보다 더 날카롭게 벼려진 건 띵땡 선수의 팔마녀였습니다.
Bro, the Korean casters.
1위를 할 때는 정말 드라마틱하게 하네요.
그렇죠.
I love it.
볼 때마다 정말 드라마처럼 약간 역경과 고난이 있지만 결국 그것들을 이겨내면서
All right, that's game 5 in the books. Last game coming up. Last game coming up. Final game for today. Final game for today. YBY Ironbog running away with it. YBY scores 3-1-1-3-4. Ironbog 1-5-2-2-3. Very impressive so far. A-Ray. Yeah. Wait, actually, why are these out of order? 17, 16, 21, 22. Taido's also having a little bit of a rough day. Bao Myung just went 8-8. That's not good. He was doing really well, and then... Or he was doing pretty well, and then 8-8. VN, Taiwan, Philippines, JP, KR, 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 PH.
1일차와 2일차 때 계속해서 좀 좋은 모습을 꾸준히 보여주던 타이트 선수와 발명 선수가 3일차에서는 살짝 힘을 빼고 하는 듯한 그런 모습이고요.
네, 일단 점수판에 어떤 그 정렬 순서가 아닌
All right, let's see it.
드리겠고요.
Let's see it.
경기쯤 오니까 체력에 좀 한계들이 오는 게 얼굴에 보이네요. 판다 선수는 아직도 자세가 올곧습니다. 이렇게 정리 다시 됐습니다.
It was ordered before the game? I see, I see. So now this is the order. Okay, so basically in the last game, it's a toss-up
Man, I'm
between
getting more
Ironbog or
dog
YB1 to win the game. Or win the tournament. That's exciting. Vietnam or Taiwan. Godot, thanks for the prime. Uh-oh, we got frying pan. Mauled is sitting on different portal. Gold opener. All right. Last game. Why isn't Riot broadcasting these? Because who's the broadcast for? In APAC, no one speaks English as their primary language. So, like, they have a Korean stream, a Vietnam stream, a Taiwan stream, maybe a stream even for, like, the Philippines. But, if they do an English stream, like, who's the stream for? I guess OCE? OCE APAC? Yeah, it is. Godot says the current patch is actually kind of a banger. You like it? Okay, great, good for you. There's things about this patch that I like. There's also things about the patch that I don't like, but I guess that's just every TFT patch ever. This guy can make 20, but I don't know if making 20 is worth just holding, like, Ash 2 and Twitch 2. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth, I can't even bother holding the Ash with the Runins. Ooh, Eldritch, Zap Attack are too tanky. My first thing to think about is too tanky. Definitely not BD. Goes for it. Why goes worth the wait? Jax. Oh, man. That's not good.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
That's not good. Hunting Frenzy. Hunter plus Eldritch. Okay. Zero delay between games? That's insane. We're watching yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna entertain that idea. Yeah, you know what? Zero delay between games? That is insane. The production efficiency is so good. Ramul. Thank you for the prime. Why not have an English commentator like in LoL? It's me. I'm the English commentator. All right, game 6. We got Duplicator. We got oh my god, we already have two. Oh, because we have Pandora's. Blue buff. Gunblade. The thing about Pandora's is that I think you don't really win unless you hit like Giga Augments because you cap lower without combat. Ari really wants combat. Or every time I've played Pandora's, I haven't won with Ari, but you get like second and thirds like a lot, but you just don't really win. Because a lot of times you end up bleeding HP for like the items, and then like you don't have like the combat to close it out. I think one of the main differences between Chinese and American style play is that Chinese don't mind contesting each other. Do you agree? Oh, they mind. I disagree. Just to refresh you guys on the drama. In my in my sub chat, I got told by me first Wraith, Flancy got contested by Juanmei, and he said Juanmei is so trash and disgusting. I can't believe he made it. I don't want to play. I will contest him every game. And he started streaming and started flaming. Flancy was category 5, but no jinx until really late. Juanmei was collector, i.e. with 4 jinx, 3 Ezreal before stage 4. And Juanmei chose to play Visage to play jinx over Manazane, Ezreal to play at 3-2. And Flancy is really mad. So China doesn't mind being contested. I think they mind. This guy's playing another Ari too. Never played League. Should I try? Wow, it's like when you're at the first esports after party, and then there's like just impressionable teenagers, and then there's just a bunch of alcohol and other things happening. It's like, should I try it? No. The answer is no. If you value your free time, your mental health, your wallet, your your life as you know it, I would say the answer is no. You're already playing the superior game mode anyways. Okay, worth the wait Jax. So I've seen 2 approaches to worth the wait Jax. You could either play Chrono Jax or you could play multi-striker Jax. So ironically enough, I've seen multi-striker Jax fail miserably despite it being the more powerful generic line, and I've seen more people play it in a Chrono setup and then eventually just hit like a Chrono emblem or something. That's because I think Disso piloted, and as we know, Disso is a high roller. So it's because if you think about it, what do you want Jax to really do with worth the wait? You want him to hold items and tank, and like he doesn't really do enough in multi-strikers, but in Chrono you lack a tank because you don't really want to put items on like a Vex 2 and have that be your tank, but like maybe Jax can. And then you have, you know, Jax, Camille plus whatever else you want to do and can make that work. But it's a little bit awkward. Either way, the theory kind of doesn't exactly sound like the best way to play Jax, but it actually in practice kind of works out. He's transfiguration sacking for mages. That's fine. Actually, he's 5 lost, 76 HP. That's pretty healthy. Why would I lost a streak? It's a big deal. Oh, that's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. He was trying to hope to hit. Oh, wow. He lost to Bao Myung. What did Bao Myung play? And Panda lost as well. Panda lost a streak. No one streaking. No one on fire. Shojin high voltage. This is not scholars, right? This is just generic. Oh god, another sword. Ugh. That's the sound of me vomiting in my own mouth. What do I want to do with 2 swords? Gunblade? Another Shojin? Cut my eyes out? What is this? Four bow. Bow. What is this? Just roll again. Just roll the 30. If you're at 34, just roll it. Just roll for the Soraka. I mean, you could go red buff Shiv here. Red buff Shiv. GS. 100% red buff Shiv to start off, and then what do we do after that? Red buff Shiv. GS. Oh, he slams out his component for Sugar. This guy watched the Sub-Zero arc video.
것 같습니다.
Magic number 32.
증강, 실버 증강이네요.
Pandora's bench is a little bit late for Pandora's bench. I think Pandora's bench averages a straight 5 in mages at 3-2.
지금 시점에서 판도라를
Oh, he does it.
네.
아하.
그래서 이 타이밍에 소라카 삼성작은 완료가 됐고요.
I am not that big of a fan of it.
네.
The reason why is because usually, so what you need to kind of do here,
선수 새로 고침의 날.
네, 일단은 실버
like the payoff for Pandora's bench on average is going to take a stage, and by then you need to have established your tempo and win streak on stage 3. So it's very late. It's very, very delayed. That's the big problem with Pandora's bench. You're not able to get value off of it, and you can argue that it's like a silver, but you need the silver to help you on stage 3. Otherwise, you kind of miss some of your tempo window, and the mages are not exactly a win out comp right now, unless you have something like learning the spell and the Giga setup. A lot of times what you do with mages is you hit your board, you streak in the mid game, and then you like kind of go 50-50 at the end of the game. Because you have some really, really awful matchups. Like you cannot beat Ari like at all. And so unless you have like, again, the juicer setups, right? You would think you can, but you just can't actually deal with it very easily. And so you just get outcapped. But maybe he ends up streaking anyways.
맞습니다.
Are Pandora's for 3 cost generally worse for 1 and 2 cost? Pandora's I think is actually better for low cost because you can roll the 2-star versions of it. You can roll for the 2-star versions of it. You can roll for like 2-star, like you can roll the 1 costs into 2-star Seraphine and Blitzcrank. He also rolled his Blitzcrank, which I think is like one of the more reliable tanks that you can play in the mage setup as well.
선정작이 좀 되어 있는 타이밍이다 보니까 방금 전에 승리하는 모습의 띵땡 선수였습니다. 아, 661의 1대1이었는데 말드가 패배를 하네요.
What I don't like this set is 4 cost melees are quite ass. You mean Fiora? Gwen? Ola? Fiora's quite good if you have the setup for her.
뒤집개가 또 나왔습니다. 뒤집개.
Fiora's definitely not bad if you have the right items. And Gwen, if you hit Gwen's hero augment, she's quite good.
어떤 벌꿀 없는 오벌꿀이 탄생할 수 있었습니다.
그렇죠. 하지만 또 그 기회를
You just need to hit the 4 cost hero augments.
YBY에게 완성이 돼 버리는데요. YBY 약간 좀 본인이 필요한 아이템들이 초반에 후순위임에도 불구하고 딱딱 남게 되면서 빌드업의 약한 구간이 생기지 않고 있습니다.
Yeah, rolling for days. He's at 7 at 3-5. What do you think would be good next patch? I haven't actually even watched the patch notes. Maybe I should actually. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what's happening next patch. I'm right now kind of like in world prep mode. He has a duplicator, but he doesn't want to use it right now. Realistically, I think he's gonna get more value out of using this duplicator on Lilia / Poppy than he is gonna be saving it for Ari. And he might actually be so far from Ari that he might have to just carry Ari2 for a while. I don't think Zoe with Gunblade is very good. Zoe's much better with like blue buff AP than utility.
이게 세라핀을 찾을 겸 1코 이성을 만들고 어쨌든 판도라를 굴리기 위해서 리롤 많이 쳤는데
Okay, so SCSC is rolling his mages. He's trying to go for Seraphine 3, but he's going to run to the big problem of no actual frontline 3-star unit. Ah, Title has a pan. He can go for a Bastion emblem. I think Bastion +1 is better than Scholar +1 in RE. At least the data suggests it. I think Ari is the comp I played the most in the past couple days because I realized I was quite bad at it because I thought it was just like a pretty straightforward, okay, just roll for the 1 cost and 2 cost. But there's a lot of like small things to optimize about it. Okay. So now we just have a dig duplicator. So what do we are we just gonna save this for now then? I mean, it worked out great in the sense that we didn't need to use it, but we're also really low HP, and I don't think we're gonna win many fights even in stage 4. Not with this item setup.
그나마 여기서 살짝의 강화를 해줄 수 있는 거라면은 마지막 증강체에서 골드 주문 마검이 나와주게 되면은 블루가 들어간 조이가 어느 정도 딜을 많이 보충해줄 수 있지 않을까라는 생각이 드는데요.
Oh, he has Pandora's. Got it. That's why he's slamming him so aggressively. Pan. Fashion Ari. What doesn't kill you? This is a Callista game. He hit Milio, no recon. Oh, he hit recon, never mind. Getting his items on. Bramble. Crown Guard. Going against Title's board. Good time to play it. Title has no anti-heal, nor does he have any shred. If we lose this fight, but we're stuck on 1 stars. Can we actually kill all these 3 stars? If we lose this fight, it's really bad. Ah, okay. Rumble 3 for A-Ray. None of these. Maybe you hold crash test dummies. Long distance pals. Guys on 8 rolling for Callista. 6 Hunter Wukong. This is going too fast. This is going too fast. He has 600 Wukong and he has a Hunter Crest plus Hunting Frenzy, so he's looking for Wukong too and trying to roll for 6 Hunters while trying to actually play for the backline. This is Hui reroll. It feels like no one is like really hitting. He had Raid Boss. Raid Boss is surprisingly not that good in the statistics for this comp. But it's much better if you have a hero augment. That being said, if you can get to Diana too with it, it's great. The stats on it are like purely based on whether or not you can hit Diana. Then you have like a great raid boss. Like ain't nobody writing home about Lilia 2 with 2 belts. Okay, not bad. So he actually got value off the Pandoras, but he didn't actually tempo. So like now he's playing the game from 39 HP, which is the hard part. Mages need to be playing from ahead. This guy's stuck on Wukong. Oh, he hit Wukong too. Stuck on 6 Jinx. Wait, this guy going for Chrono. He's doing it. Chrono Jax. Now he just needs Olaf, and then he gets to complete the full meme. Worth the wait, Jax, Chronoloff. He's trying to share the AP stats as well. I mean, I like the theory behind it. I like the idea behind it. I don't know if it's actually that good. Also, I think Title's doing the correct thing. He's giving up on like the Ari and pushing levels, and I think that's what you just have to do. Get to 8 Bastion ASAP and hope that you can get it done with Diana. It looks Giga weak. Hold on, let him cook, man. Let him cook. He doesn't have Karma 2, doesn't have items for his Karma, and he's stuck with playing like 2 Jax 3. Just wait till he gets Jax 4. Also, he's playing worth the wait Jax. It's not that good. Not that good. Hold on. I will say that his spot's looking dicey though. Okay, Gwen 2. Oh wait. Oh, you can buy it and roll it. Okay, he chooses not to. 6 Hunter, Shapeshifter, Olaf. Okay. He hit a Briar as well. He's trying to Pandora's into the Briar too. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, Ironbog has been playing a lot of these tempo lines. Like, he played Eldritch Hunter, just not rerolling. Like, this guy just chooses not to reroll, like, a lot. He pushes levels. If he wins a tournament playing that way, it's much respect. SCSE is going 8th. I mean, I could have predicted. I didn't think he was going to go hard 8th, but it looks like he is on a trajectory down. Pandora's. He's rolling Karma 2. I mean, I guess he's just gonna roll 5 cost and 4 cost until he gets like, you know what you could actually do? You can actually play double Olaf. You can actually cut a couple of units, like a shapeshifter, and play double Olaf, and I think that's actually quite good. And he has the items for it too. He has Stairs Gauge and Last Whisper, So like, who cares about like Briar? You can just play. You can cut like Briar and play with 2 Olaf twos. That'd be really good. Going for Olaf 3, like yeah, but also if you have 6 Hunter, you can just play 2 Olafs. The only reason why you'd want to play the Briar is because you have a Shapeshifter emblem on the Olaf. Wait, what? He makes a Veigar 3 from that. Okay, hold on. Maybe if we hit the Vex 3, we're back. Also, we don't have enough removers. But you have to move the items from Soraka to Veigar. That's a blue buff. Okay. Champ dupe. 2 more Vexes. Mord 3. Hui. Hui. Okay, what on God's green earth is this setup? 2 tanky combat band just avenge the fallen. Oh my god. It just looks intimidating to go up against. I don't even know how good it is, but it's probably really good. Double itemized Kog'Maw. SCSC down to 1 life. Okay, he's just dead. 07. I think Pandora's on 3-2 is a bait. I'm like 100% convinced of it for mages. You can't justify it unless you are like I just like don't I can't even imagine a scenario where you can justify it. He also made Archangels instead of blue buff for his Veigar, which I also think is not ideal. Oh, he made Archangels for Soraka. Never mind. Okay, he's just cooked. Ballista. Wait, Seraphine positioning is kind of good. Never mind. He missed. And our front line. Wait. Now we're good. It's very close. It's very close. He got stunned. Slightly, like, if the positioning was very slightly different and he had a combat charm, I think you can win that. YBY bleeding out, bro. YBY must be so happy that SCSC took Pandora's Bench because this guy with worth the weight jacks. Oh, man. Ooh, you reforged into an Archangels. Yikes. Alright, Archangel's Bard. It's time. He has 1 item Wukong. This is what I was talking about when you were like talking about multiple items. Like maybe you wished you had multiple items. He has 1 item Wukong. Oh god. Title Zoe's good enough to win that. And Title made it to 8. Actually, Title could probably make it to 9. He's rich. He's not spending his gold. Oh, he lost. Oh, wait a second. I did not expect that. You never Archangel's Wukong there? You know what? You probably do. You just need a 3rd item for him. Take Stoneplate though. He's good to go. Ironbog playing Hunter, taking Even Shroud on a Briar. I mean, I don't even think the Zoe. I just think the Zoe has bad items. Like Gunblade is not good for her. She needs actual AP. So you want like the Deathcap Archangels, like JG's fine, I guess. Wow, Briar 2. Okay. Nora on Briar. Wait a second. And does he feed? I mean, he should. Even Trout goes on Olaf. You have to go on Swain because you have Alas Whisper as well. This does not look that scary of a Callisto board, to be honest. I just had Bramble though, and it's kind of nice specific against the hunters, but like it doesn't feel like as scary to me. It doesn't have like a super juice Rakan. It doesn't have like Milio and Camille. I guess it has Milio, but it doesn't have like the Camille items and stuff like that. Bro, why be No, he's one round off of Jack's 4. No, come on, you gotta win because chat's gonna make fun of me. You gotta survive, man. You gotta survive. He's long. He's LDP both of the Jacks. Oh man. Wait, he's going against Quay. There's hope. Not really. Wait, should Hui Mord 3 should clear this with shields up. NT. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's a player differential. That's why you don't try it at home. Leave it to the world champ, YBY. Leave it to the world champ. Yeah, Disoap. If you want, you can hire Disoap, or maybe just check out our website, tsecamera.com. Honestly, 6 is not even bad. with that setup, 5 chrono, double jacks, long distance fouls. Like 6 is actually kind of good, isn't it? BT. I don't like Steadfast Heart on Wukong. I'd rather have BT. You can take Steadfast Heart. I guess he views it like he'd rather just have the HP defensive stats, but I think BT lets Wukong. I feel like the healing on that Wukong is actually kind of nice sometimes, and the shield is very clutch. That's just a personal preference thing. I personally don't think Steadfast is that good of an item in general. Like, they nerfed it pretty hard from when it was OP. You got a ghost fight, which is really huge. Ballista. Oh! 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 Callistic. Hi, Fairy. Well. Phantom Claw. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, oh, what the? Huh? Can't afford it, can't afford it. Okay, well, if we survive, we have Morg too. He's not giving any free 100 resets. Oh wait, Kateri's gonna dive in and 100 resets. Yeah. All right, well, that's definitely one problem with this matchup. Okay. The lack of cutscenes is too funny. Okay, Iron Bog outplaces YBY, so he wins the tournament. Not bad, honestly. Tempo Hunters with a Eldritch Hunter Wandering Trainer. A-Ray, I'm surprised he lost twice. I feel like he should win the lobby. Oh, I guess when last time we saw, he had 3 Thieves Gloves. Oh, he must have had the 3 Thieves Gloves augment or charm, because he had an itemized Kog'Maw on the back, itemized Nunu 3, he had an itemized. Okay. Okay, so here's the question that I have. If you're playing against Hunters, do you actually want to give them the 2 tanky value? Because, like, if you give them the 2 tanky value, they just get the Hunter AD. Like, maybe it's actually better to not. Oh! Like, like, I feel like if you have Bramble, I think I'd rather just put Nunu 3 on the outside. Hunter +1. Well, you gotta... Can't let that happen. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. They really can't. The last booster procs on Milio. Only on his physical attack. Not you have to do physical damage with the last whisper. Okay, he's got no charm. Oh, never mind. Silver guard. Better than nothing. Does Batman win this? I mean, he can cut. He can cut Namzi. Oh, he's cutting Bard. Wait, are we sure about that? I mean, the Chrono's nice. Preserver's kind of nice for Wukong, though. Okay, it worked. It worked out. It worked out.
그럴 수밖에 없었네요.
그래서 교전 승리하면서 한번 또 버티고 있고요. 다시
That is a little sus to me, but maybe we'll. Oh, hits the bard again. Beast mode. Sugarcraft is also nice. You do have 6 hunters, so Sugarcraft is a little bit less important, but I do think the Preserver is kind of good for the Wukong.
주술을 못 산 건 아쉽긴 하지만 어쨌든 다시 조합을 완성시켰기 때문에
MSJ Panda takes target dummies. Oh, don't feed them to the don't feed them to the hunters. Don't feed them to the hunters.
아, 아라이가 좀 빵긋 웃는데요.
두 선수 중 한 명은 갑니다.
Is
너로 앞라인이 단단한 선수가 이겼지.
yeah.
하나의 탱커가 정말
Oh, that TK cast. That TK cast. Cast again.
자, 일단 걸어오는 시간까지 있긴 합니다.
I mean, that TK cast was everything, and the Zillion bomb.
항상 후반 싸움에서 딜러에게 한 번 크게 스턴을 걸어주는 질리언의
A-Ray versus Panda. I thought A-Ray was gonna win this game, so him going second here would be a surprise. Also, the Hui board. I mean, it's doing all right. Doing all right. It's not bad.
또 아라이 선수가 마지막 판에 이렇게 좋은 모습을 보여주고 있습니다.
그 쌍두마차가 나왔을 때 약간 형들이나 뭐 아까 손봉대 신드라나 이쪽이 나왔었는데 사실 가장 무난한 게 이제 쌍두 벌
Pretty sure it was Archangel's Wukong since he's a magic tank.
쌍두 벌꿀리롤의 어떤 강력함을 좀 보여주고요.
자, 이제 이번 매치 오늘 마지막 유종의미를
Tremors.
누구일지 판단이
Oh, treasure chest?
결정된 시간입니다.
Nah, he doesn't need that. Doesn't need that.
마지막
3 temporary TGs. I like that.
바드한템을 추가할 수 있겠죠.
자, 아라의 선수
I like the sound of that.
오늘의 마지막 매치를 마무리하는 전투조절 도적단입니다. 아라의 선수가 판다 선수의 1등을
Maybe because Nappies has less health, so heal first hits him when stacked. That I don't think. I think he just kind of panicked.
잘했습니다, 충분히.
자, 기절 건면서
Okay,
시작했고요.
Tremors.
빠르게 한명 처치했고요.
Oh, the TK is on the back line, but we're cutting through, and then we're not killing the front line fast enough.
타이밍 좋았죠? 실드-
Hui's gonna have real problems with this.
이러면 사실상 구도가
Ugh.
가지고도 상대가 안 됐습니다.
이번 매치 유종의미를
This
거둔
cutscene.
것은 아라이였습니다.
확실히 아라이 오늘 전체적인 폼 자체가 좋진 않았지만 마지막 판에 역시 1등이 가능한 선수라고
Bad
보여주네요.
TGs. Yeah, he needs to actually put a TG on the Kog'Maw.
경기가
Like, he actually needed to have one of these TGs onto this Kog'Maw instead. Like, I think that, I think it, like, if you had the other Kog'Maw with actual items,
않는데요.
it's fine. But he won the game anyways. Doesn't really matter.
오늘의 마지막 결과표와 함께 돌아오겠습니다.
The Macau Open. Who's going? Who's going? Wait, am I in this video? That's Gangly. That's Humbug. That's Ashmu. That's Pengu. That's Toast. That's Riot Devs. There's the final lobby. Double 61. There's Malala. What? I'm not in this video? Well, I hate it then. All right, GG's. Fun stuff overall. This is the final results. Ironbog 14k, YB1 6.5. These guys played really well today. Mauled and Panda. Nice job. Good top 4. I feel like I got a good beat of it. Okay, so the stat sheet that Clement sent me. This is the stat sheet that Clement sent me. This was the final results of the regionals. Ari was a 4.6, but the play rate was insane. Multi-strikers 4.6, mages 4.5, Wukong Jinx 3.7 over cost 33 games. Good lord. Bard 4.7, Scholars average a straight 5, Shapeshifters, Incanters, so Syndra averaged a 3.7 over 24 games. So the two standout comps, Syndra and Wukong Jinx. Honeymancer 4.5, Warrior Preserver 4.9, Dragon Shapeshifters is 5.3. Callista 4 points. Like, does every comp just suck? Like, every comp looks terrible except for Wukong Jinx and Syndra. And I guess Witchcraft. And I guess Syndra. Vanguard Syndra 2.8. Eldritch Syndra 4.0. Okay, so finally some Syndra numbers. Warwick reroll 6. Invincible Zareth. I guess that's Bastion Zareth. Pillar of Flame 8.0. Who played Pillar of Flame at regionals, man? Who played Pillar of Flame at regionals? It has to have been like the last game where it didn't matter. All right. All right, guys. Fun stuff overall. What's the Shindra shapeshifter board? That is a great question. That is a great question. I wish there's like a website that someone could put out to help people understand what exactly that board looks like. But we'll never know. All right, guys, I have this giant ass arcane box. It is so, look how big it is. Okay, this is me standing up. It is so big. It is so big. But I'm not gonna actually open it up. I'm not actually gonna open it up because it says do not open until November 6th. And as you guys know, today is November 5th. So tomorrow I'm gonna open this box on stream. I have no idea what's in it. If I open it up a day before, I'm pretty sure Riot, the Riot Navy SEALs are gonna literally swat me right now through my window. So I have to be careful. They're watching. It's November 6th for me. Yeah. I'm gonna open up tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a few things. Let me actually show you guys. So tomorrow is the draft at 5 a.m. Pacific. We're gonna do the draft of the world's groups. The winners of each regionals and Dissoap are gonna draft the groups for Worlds. So we're gonna do the group draw tomorrow. It's gonna start at 5 a.m. Basically about 13 hours from now. I'll try my best to make it. If I don't make it, I'll see you guys later in the morning. Then after that, we're gonna watch EMEA, and then I'm gonna open up this arcane box and then do my Worlds pick'ems and tier list. So there's gonna be a lot of activities tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a spoiler. I'm pretty sure Dish Soap is right here, but where everyone else fits, you just have to find out. Where can we catch the draft? Well, I think they're doing it over Discord chat or the spreadsheet. So yeah. So yeah, a lot to look forward to tomorrow. Obviously, there's a co-stream this weekend as well. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And that's about it for me. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks everyone who subbed. I'm going to play ads. If you guys want to support the stream and hang out, that'd be great. If not, I'll catch you mañana. /commercial 180. All right, who is online and streaming? Emmett Woes. Bro, Showtime is rank 1. Can you guys believe it? Showtime rank 1. Ranked is down? Uh-oh. I'll raid maybe Becca. Is Becca actually about to end?
Yeah, I know.
Becca hit challenge.
Anyways, audio is already made, so no use talking about it anymore. Ooh, that's
All right. I think I'm going to hit up. Is there any smaller streamers online? Who streams some TFT? Milk is A tier. I mean, just going to find out tomorrow. My world's predictions, my pick'ems. Will you react to the patch notes? Oh yeah, I mean, I maybe I have a lot of content to do. Maybe I will. We'll see. Ooh, arcane music. Thanks for stream. No problem. Thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm gonna raid Becca.
This